Is this yours?
No,
Your mother said she found it in your closet.
I don't know. One of the guys was.
Mr. who? Mr. what? Mr. Rhymes? Was it Chris? Huh? Does he have more, you think? Can you call him?
Look, Dad, it's.
No, I'm taking your PlayStation away. This is fire. Where did you get it?
I don't know.
You what? You what? Huh, Timmy? Look, Dad needs allowed so he can get a little quiet time, okay? No, you're grounded forever. Where did you get this stank?
Dad,
Yeah, no, you're in big trouble here, Timmy. Look, Timmy, you're not in trouble, okay? Just who do you get it from? I'll drive you over there. I'll pay extra. I don't care. This shit is fire. Who'd you get it from?
You all right?
I knew it, you sneaky little bastard. You been pinching my sack? Well, who taught you how to roll a joint like this?
I learned it by watching you.
Oh my God. My own boy. A terrible joint roller. Grab my rolling papers. Homeschool starts in 5. Hey, Carol. Bring us some toaster strudels. This kid's in deep shit. And speaking of Carol, care to roll another joint? Is your mom even home? Oh, yeah. We got divorced. You got any Adderall?
Hey, it's Tuesday, or it's Friday, and we made it to another week. I thought that was hilarious, and I think that's maybe how I even was when I found my daughter smoked weed. I was like, "Where did you find this shit? You got better weed than me."
Oh, shit. It's like it's yours, Dad.
No, at that time I knew it wasn't mine.
What's up, Doug? What's up, Butters? Elephant Junior.
Yeah, can you believe it? We're almost to the end of the month. The last weekend of the summer. I think I said that last week, but I still can't believe it. It's almost over.
Dude, it is kind of nuts. The summer's already basically over. Yeah, it's weird to think about.
Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. We got 3 more to go, and it'll be all wrapped up for the year.
Started all over again.
Yeah.
All over again.
Little report on my clones. They're doing pretty good. They're sprouting up, and some of the older leaves that I haven't cut off that were either Dutch tipped or were damaged from the shipping container. Those are, everything's looking good on them. They're taking off. I'm glad I picked them up just a second ago. I got to water them probably later. Either I might even be able to do it tomorrow. But what's up, Indoor Promised Land? Welcome. Buds and Butters, Chiba Man, Junior, Uncle Dunk. Looks like we got the whole crew up in here. I appreciate you guys for coming and hanging out with us for a little bit and seeing what's up. Man, a lot of things happening in the cannabis community, but a little bit of that, very little of it has anything to do with me. So
FTW, right?
I don't know what that means yet.
Fuck the world.
I know. I thought it was FCC or.
Oh no! I just said a different. I said a different one. EW.
Got talked into working tomorrow. Really didn't want to, but I'll go work for time and a half, I guess.
That's cool. That is pretty cool. Yeah, it is September, man. Remember, fucking A. That is crazy.
Chiba Man, rip that bomb.
What's up, Cheeps? What's up, Funny? What's up, IPL? What's up, Midnight? Okay, Doug.
Oh, Midnight's up in here. I didn't see her. She only just scroll down one. Ooh, ran out of papers.
Oh, shit.
I try not to do that. I mean, I buy the cones by the big
Dozen
box,
by the thousands.
800, 900 per box. Yeah. I used to roll a lot of papers. My daughter used to get me a box of like zigzag oranges for Father's Day and for Christmas. So that used to work out a lot.
I was playing video games all day. I'm gonna be honest with you right now. I had the day off. It was the Black Ops 6 beta, so I just, you know what I mean? Went and got breakfast and then just fucking played video games. It was fun. What's up, Terp? Yes, it was pretty fun.
I
I
don't
don't
play
often get
video
to do that.
games, but I can do that. I can sit here and watch YouTube and do nothing all day on Sundays.
Oh, dude, that's fun. I fucking love that. Dr. T, what's up?
What's up, Dr. T?
Hayes, what's up? I might have already said that. I'm a stoner.
I hate raw cones every time. Zigzags are good, though. I love
What's up,
the
Francis?
tops and jobs. See, I don't mind the raw cones, especially the big 1 grammers. I do like the.
What's up, Upstate?
Other people don't like these, but I like for the 125s. I like the everydays. I use these Element rice papers.
Ultra
like
thins. I like ultra thin papers.
and
I've been recently rocking these.
Yep.
They're fire. I got used to the non-filter shit, man. I don't know. I kind of like. I don't know. Oh yeah.
I don't have
The
very
plants.
many left, but at one time I had gotten this for a present, and I was rolling with the filters. I was making them.
Oh yeah. Is that hard to do? I've never honestly really put a lot of effort into trying that. And whenever I did, I fucked it up. So I feel like I
so
sucked at
you
it.
make 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, the
4.
ultra thins.
You make that shape right there.
Oh, okay.
And then you roll it like this, and then you just go like that. Or I might have rolled, but you can practice. You can get it so it will hold its shape and it'll open back up. You can make them small or big, but that's how I've always done them, is like that. And then you can even clip it on the paper. You put that on the side, this little tab, you can lick it and you put it on the glue strip. So when you tighten it, it rolls up with it. You know, it's soaking right now, doing 2 for now. Okay, there you go.
Oh yeah. Just like these, when we did these grow along, those are regulars. So yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if I made that clear to anybody yet, but yeah.
You have to make sure you don't get the mail.
Yeah.
No
Dispose of
balls.
it. No balls though. You know what's crazy is all the rigs I got with so far that I planted from these are all been females. All femmes.
Wasn't there only 2 males even found? Didn't ADHD found one, and I think somebody else found one.
I want to say Starhunt.
Okay, it was Starhunt. Yep, it was Starhunt because
Stronger
I
genetics.
had these nuts, and he's like, "Why'd you have to put these nuts on it?" I got males.
Francis, I've heard that as well. That there's strong genetics with
regular
seeds.
seeds. Strong. Okay. Then doing like a reverse or a cross, I do believe that you get more. It's more variety, right? Where in an S1 you could get a grandfather trait that could come back. You're unlocking more, isn't that right? Isn't that what you kind of mean, Francis? I think that's Frank. What's up, Frank?
More stable stuff too.
Or is that Uncle Frank? Did he change his name again?
Oh, sure. No, well, maybe. I think you gave him a wrench last time.
Yeah, I
Kept getting
did.
timed up.
I'm trying to get
I did-
there.
I did too. Don't often time people out unless they're DBs.
Yeah, I
Like
try not.
major, putting people shit up and stuff, doing weird stuff.
1 second. I'm trying to get back.
Outcross to using stick. Okay, so let me start that whole paragraph over.
It all depends
Yeah,
on how stable the
I
starting
assume that.
plant will determine how stable the offspring will outcross. It loses its stability. Okay, if that's what you think. You're probably right. I really don't know
It's
about
Frank.
breeding, and
Frankie.
I never claimed to know
Stop, Frankie.
anything.
I wouldn't trap on it, Frank. Just throw up your name, dude. People dig you, dog. That's whatever. That's whatever, man.
Frank, I never had. I
Thanks,
mean, I
thanks.
remember you back in Frosty's days when you used to man the door and Frosty be asleep, and you'd let me in the door so I could come and hang out up on screen. You're always cool, man.
People break people's balls, but at the end of the day, I mean, even King was saying it the other day, man. He's like, I fucks with Frank. You fucks with Frank. I just haven't talked to you for a while, man. It's been a minute. Modified skunk Dave. Oh shit.
There's one of my
noises. Oh shit. It's all good. Plants, plants, plants.
Yeah. I wish
Full
I had
throttle.
a big super garden full wall to wall to show you, but I just got 4 little tiny plants in a closet that aren't very big. They're in solo cups.
Yeah. I'm 2 plants. One's not even mine. It's my son's. His honestly looks better than mine. Like he put more effort into his training. No, I don't know. Guys think it's funny that he can train a plant that well. Cracks me up.
All cuts have to originate from somewhere, or they came from a seed. And you even
Frank, you still running that modified skunk shit or not?
there you
I
go.
haven't ran it for a minute. With my tents, I need to stock up.
Tents, I need to stock up if they would have been going, but to see seed to harvest with this run. Well, good luck. I really hope that you get some good
It's gonna be
start. And you can keep them healthy.
Copycat. Mid-grade. I'm running some copy right now, man. I like their stuff, bro. Honestly, if I had to rate the different strains that I ran from Copycat, I would put Modified at the bottom of the scale. However, and I mean that's not me being a well, no, it would probably go above the Sugar Babies, but the Sugar Baby. But the Modified Stunt, I mean, it was good. I just didn't like it as much as like the Rancid Rainbow or the Wolf. That shit was fire.
It might have been me, and I think I only took a couple seeds. I think I still have 6 or 8 of those of the sour diesel, but the Humboldt sour diesel had a little bit better taste than the East Coast that I had. But bud size, I think bud size is how you feed and also your light and CO2. I think that those are 3 factors that determine bud size.
Francis, I think it might be up in the air with that, man. Like some genetics from copy, maybe, or some strains or whatever. But like the wolf, for instance, we popped like what 100 different seeds, and I mean we're gonna see the outcome of it. But they seem to they're not too far off. I mean they all look all pretty damn similar. I don't know. It just depends. That's a pretty stable strain though, in my opinion. I ran it a couple times. That's one of my more favorite strains from Copycat too. Is the Wolf. It turns out good. Chunky buds, dude.
I guess the way to look at it too is that when you have kids, your kids don't look alike, and they also don't.
So tuna.
They aren't the same people, So same thing with weed. They just because you cross two things, it's not gonna. Every seed's not gonna come out the same. You might find that redheaded stepchild or that redhead that's in the family line, that Irish bloodline that's in there. You never know.
Facts.
Oh damn, that's you do that.
Why is shit not turning on?
A 3x3 and a 4x4. Who were you saying that has a space? I have 24 just reported to 22 days from seed. Repotted to 1. Oh, okay.
Yeah, fly.
I ran a lot of
Insurance.
speed from the queen to roadkill modified. Multiple kush. Everything was unstable. Tasted like grass. I've only ran that one, and if
Never had
anything,
the tasting like grass thing. Shit. That's weird. Yeah, I'm getting a crazy stank from the queen and early veg. Okay. I don't know, man. I've had the issue with it. The rancid smelled fantastic in veg, and not only that, but she crystalled out. I've never had a plant start to throw out, just get so damn shiny that early in veg. It was like pretty damn early. And I was like, it was a stuffed crow too. It was something I just threw in the closet and was like, fuck it, I'm gonna run this. It was over vegged for the space. It was horrible, but the buzz turned out really good. It was dang.
biodiesel, was that any good? Was it a good strain, or was it just what they had available? I don't know. I like that. I just wish I could find something that I've always said I've been chasing my high school times, or it was like right after high school, like late 90s. I was getting a lot of sour diesel from the area that I was in when I was doing the Ren Fair, and it was good weed, man. Just remember it.
Oh yeah. Pretty darn popular over there. Especially
It
back then.
was at one time. That was just all dependent on where you were in the country. I had queen that tasted like cough medicine. Wait, like grape cough medicine? What do you mean by cough medicine? Like Robitussin? With the munchies? I guess I really am stoned like all the time, and I've said this before. I smoke a lot of weed for the taste and not necessarily what it does.
Carry cough medicine, that would piss me off.
Like cherry
I'd be like, what the fuck?
Ooh, yeah.
Like a bitter cherry.
Yeah, or like what are those red cherry fucking cough drops? Start with an L.
Turn that thing off. It's just not shutting off.
Yeah. I'm growing for quality and flavor. I don't know. I just don't get like super baked. I guess I smoke too much. But I really like flavor. If it's got good flavor, I enjoy it better. Yep, there you go. Wee Blaze. That's what I was talking. London's cherry cough drops.
Oh yeah.
That's what I was thinking of when he said that. Thanks for putting the words in my mouth there. I appreciate that. What's up, Jack? Jack, I need to give my aunt a call and see when hopefully it's going to be soon before it gets too cold. I don't know, or at least cold here. I'll have to hit her up and ask her when she's thinking about doing that. And bag appeal. I mean, that's what if it looks good. I mean, don't you usually buy weed with your eyes first, your eyes, and then your nose, and then it's and then the high. You know,
You look at it for the allure, you smell it for the appeal, and then it just draws you and you buy that shit.
Yep. I mean, back in the day, fuck it, you
just buy it.
Well, you didn't
You
have
buy it.
you didn't have a choice.
Right.
You just you took what you could get because there was nothing. There wasn't a store around. You know,
Bro, imagine that. And it was just a lot less easy to grow in the situation. You know, you get fucking big trouble, big risk. I mean, you think about it too, is like growing cannabis. We don't notice it as much. I mean, like Crop said that before. I think we said that before. You don't notice it. You're out at your grow all the time. You're around this stuff. You smell it all the time.
yeah.
So like, you kind of desensitize yourself to your stuff. You know what I mean? But somebody else comes in there like, damn, it smells good in here. You're like, what are you talking about, man?
I say that all the time. Do you know what the reference is? OGKB.
I don't know what that is.
That's what I'm trying to see. Oh, it's Lone Villain. Are you sure that's Lone Villain? Lone, that's you, right?
It is.
Okay.
Okay, I was like,
yeah, I was just making sure.
How you doing, family?
Oh, well, I had this bowl, and I figured I would come
Smoke
up
it
here
up.
and smoke with y'all for a minute.
Well, thanks, Lone.
Hell yeah. Appreciate you.
Well, I always take my time to rub elbows with celebrities and shit.
Yeah, celebrities.
You're funny, guys. Is there fights this weekend? You don't know if Nuggy's got anything going on?
I don't know.
Yeah, I noticed there's no UFC.
I don't have any email yet. I thought we'd have
Yeah,
fights tonight, but I'm not sure.
Oh, yeah, it's Friday.
Yeah, that's what I was like. Friday night fights. It's something. I don't know. I didn't get a Cobra email. I don't know why my fucking avatar thing ain't working.
You know why? Because it just came out 22 minutes ago. So recheck your email. It came out at 7:06.
So they are back there.
What time did they say it was going to start?
It says LFA on now, main link, and then it.
Right.
Something Fighting Association.
Well, I'll check that out in a little while. I stopped by here to
that's cool.
Smoke some weed and hang out for a while. And yeah, I'm sorry you guys got fucking bopped by levels like that. And
who was it?
Stole credit and all that shit, was being a dick.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, fuck, that's fucked up. Anyway, but yeah, I figured I'd stop over.
Yeah, the Nugget thing is pretty messed up too, man. I know he's don't really care, but still, it's pretty messed up, man.
Well, bounce back. Yeah. I mean, shit, he doesn't have as many subs, but he'll get all his subs back.
Oh, and Nuggy's like I am. The last thing he's fucking worried about is his fucking sub count. You know?
Yeah. He don't give a shit. He don't give a fuck. What's up, crowd?
Yeah. I care less than he does, but he really doesn't give a fuck about views. Well, I suppose he cares about views because he wants people to watch, but subs aren't his goal. You know what I mean? Like, making money on YouTube is definitely not his priority.
You know, from my perspective, man, the whole thing and stuff, like, I know that PKR, Nuggy, and Viking, and all of us GBA guys, and we seem like we're hard-ass, mean motherfuckers, dude, but everybody wants to help motherfuckers. They really honestly do. And Nuggy has some of the best fucking information in that head of his when it comes to growing, dude. Like, he knows so much shit about this. So for people to try and take that away from the community, and not be able to get around the rough edges. Like, it's kind of a dickhead move. It really is a dickhead move if you think about it. Because
Well,
honestly,
consider the
there's
source.
there's a lot of great information that he offers to the community, you guys. Like, the really fucking truthfully is. Like, I've learned shit from Nuggy. You know what I mean? I even every time I try to change my plant count to go up in my little 4x4, you know what I mean? I'm like, I hear Nuggy's voice in my head saying, keep it at 4, bro. You know what I mean? And that's it. Like, there's just little things that you learn or you take from people that you trust in the in the community of growers. And he's one of those dudes. He's got good information.
Oh, look at that. Bammer. I got my icon.
Yep.
Yeah,
Montreal
I don't know,
biker weed.
man.
Oh shit.
YouTube's always so fucking bitchy, man. There's always so many fucking little pussy hurt little fucks on here that just, it's clear that they live in YouTube world because there ain't a chance their little bitch ass would survive in the real world and act like that,
Yeah. Dude, I just realized, I'm looking at your screen. After all the years, I finally noticed what that is. I have horrible eyes.
Yeah,
It's
that's
sea foam.
Yeah, it's sea foam with well, what the fuck was that? That was like I think it was wrapping paper, like a wrapping paper tube, like a big wrapping paper tube.
It's like a mile down the beach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
AJ fucking hates this fucking thing. He was giving me shit in his fucking title of his video over that picture.
Funny.
Explain that, villain, blah blah blah. And I'm like, it's a fucking gag, man. It's me on the beach with a fucking gagger that's a mile long. Give me a fucking break.
Shit's funny.
Oh yeah. I love that picture.
I've never smoked Romulan either. I've never even heard of that strain.
Romulan? More of a Star Wars guy. No, isn't that a Star Trek? Romulan?
I've never smoked Romulan.
I don't either.
I mean, half the time, the shit that I used to get, I mean, the guy could have told me whatever the name was that he wanted to tell me. It was just good weed, I mean.
See, that's where I'm with you, Hills. I'm that way too, man. I'm like, dude, I don't give a fuck if you call it grandma's dead fucking puppy. I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, is it fucking good weed or not? That's all. That's all. And I might give a fuck if it's indica or sativa. I love sativa. That's my, choice. But I don't give a shit what you fucking call it. I don't care.
It was probably not till like 2010 or 2008 to 2010. I would have to say that's when like named weed started coming around, where
it's going to be more prominent
flavors, versus just like, that you went to that guy because he had cheap seedy weed, and you went to that guy because he had decent non-seedy weed, and then you went to that guy because he had green bud. That was the old. That was like the choices that you had.
After a while, I started developing like good buddies that would just have the same gang shit all the fucking time, and that was your go-to. You know what I mean? Like I know this one gal that just I don't know. She had lamb's breasts all the time. It was so fucking good, dude. It was just
welcome, Jeff. I've never seen you around, Jeff.
Every time.
Welcome.
Fire.
Probably should change your fucking screen name so that it's not your actual name, dude. There's a lot of fucking weird fuckers on here.
Yeah, there are. There's a couple of people that.
Oh, there's Mr. T. I mean Dr. T.
Yeah, Bonnie, what's up, son?
Tuna.
Yeah. Dr. T got carjacked the other night, and
what?
Dude,
they stole your car?
Yep, Bonnie stole his car and sold his Jeep, and then now Bonnie's buying a BMW or Mercedes or whatever he likes to drive. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey man,
there's
if, you got
running
the,
shit over
if
there,
you're
bro.
buying a Mercedes or a fucking whatever the fuck, dude,
You know,
Porsche
Bonnie
makes
and Dr. T are the same, right? Shh, I just let the
Oh,
cat
yeah.
out of the bag. Okay.
Right.
What?
Did you? Bonnie sold my shit. Did you really?
Yeah.
Are you really getting a car, or did somebody steal the shit?
No, he sold his Jeep and he fucking so I was joking with him. I was like, Bonnie carjacked you.
Go get a fucking Porsche, Macan or whatever it's called, Macan. It's like a cross between the
What's up?
Cayenne and a 911. Dude,
Ooh.
it's an affordable supercar. If you can afford a BMW or a fucking brand new Jeep, you can fucking afford a Porsche Macan. Fuck,
Right
it's
on,
twin
Jeff.
turbo, go fast.
I hear you, Jeff. It's all good.
I live with retired vets. I'll be fine. Ah, no, dude, we just worry about people like, you don't understand. Well, clearly you're new or you wouldn't be saying that. These motherfuckers will dox your chick, will dox your fucking kids, will dox fucking, dude, where you work, everything. They're fucked. They want like 10K down. That's what I put down on, well, actually, I put more than that, but on my truck.
Funny.
See some identification. Yeah. Hey, man, good for you. Awesome.
This
Done
is
burned a few plants.
let's stop and identify state. Can you articulate why you need it? Then maybe not.
Well, how are you two gentlemen growing? Are you guys got gardens going this year?
Oh yeah, 24/7.
I just got 11 or 12 days ago. I just got some cuts of super buff cherry from the one and only the school crop.
Yep.
So those are
Crop's a cool motherfucker, man. See, a
Hell
lot
yeah,
of people,
bro.
he's very misunderstood. He's a man's man. You know what I mean? He doesn't pussyfoot around or fucking hold your fucking
No.
hand bullshit. And if you can't deal with his gruff side, then fuck you. That's just how he
Right.
is, you know. But
Yes.
he's got a heart of gold, man. That guy, fucking, he'll help you if he can.
Got a heart of gold. Just don't cross him, or he's like an elephant. He just never forgets.
Try not to annoy him either. If you can, like, stay away from the annoying him side. Like, I've seen some people go wrong there. I really have.
Yeah,
Piss him off.
See, I the last rant or that Hill of Green that I did. I ran the super boof and super
Oh
boof.
yeah.
It's that, but it's been crossed with Tropicana cherry, so it comes out that red like Flyby has. And then
right.
Mikey Bose went through the seeds and found that pheno, and that's that pheno that they've been passing around. So yeah, I had when I went to flower, I thought that I had actually I didn't take a mother or a cutting, so I went to flower with all that super boof, and the guy that I did give a cut of the super boof to, he was like, well, I really didn't keep it because of the name. But then after he grew it, he's like, do you still have that cut? And I'm like, dude, I got rid of it too I just had too many plants. You just never know what goes through your hands until after you flower it. And then you're like, fuck, I want that back.
Right.
That to me, the taste is like tang or very bright orange tangerine taste.
Oh man,
With like
something sweet
like
that. Really
with
good.
like a funky armpit, like when you exhale, like a funk
got a
or like a
funk to it.
musk. Yep. So to me, it's like fucking really good weed, and it's like strong and proud when you smoke it. Like it stinks up the fucking room.
I'll tell you, I'm still in search of this Mendo Perps that I smoked one time. Well, actually, several times, but they won't sell the cut. It's like this highly prized bullshit, fucking bro bra fucking bullshit. But I found this Mendo dopes one time, and or Mendo perps, and it was one, it was visually stunning. It was fucking great. You
I
know
like
what I
that.
mean? Like, it was fucking amazing looking weed. But when you smoked it, the shit tasted like a fucking grape. Like, it was
Yeah.
sweet and tasted just like a fucking grape, dude. I was like, this tastes just like fucking grape Kool-Aid, man. This is my
What?
get right here.
Why We Blaze says Mindo Purple Gushers. That's what I grew.
No, it wasn't Gushers though. It was an original Mendo's perps from way back, and somebody got it here in Colorado, and I actually was able to get it quite a few times, and then it just isn't available. But yeah, it was outstanding. And you know, I'm not always the guy
Panda.
that has to have the best, you know, like get highest weed and inebriate yourself into the couch.
Yeah.
I like a well-rounded smoke. You know what I mean? Like, I like to enjoy smoking it. One, I like the taste, you know, and I don't always smoke weed to get fucking zonkered. You know what I mean? So sometimes if it ain't the stoniest weed on the planet, I'm still okay as long as it tastes good and it smells really good, you know.
I really think it's also the person or it's your tolerance too, because I can give the same weed to my wife and she's like, "What's in this shit, dude? I just want to go sit on the couch and like melt into it." And I'm like, I smoke 6 or 8 of these a day. She's like, "Oh, I can only do like 2 puffs." You know, so
I'll tell you, you know, that happened to me one time. I was a groomer for A Basin, and these guys up there would, you know, back in the day, we all just had whatever, right? And I'd been smoking some good local grown shit that was pretty fucking tasty. And then the one day I was out, and these guys had their herb, and it was just fucking brickweed. Dude, I got so fucking high I had to back my cat up into the trees and shut that bitch down for an hour and take a fucking nap, dude. I was high as fuck.
Right.
Like, and I'm an avid, like, all day, all night smoker. Like, it takes a lot for me to have to park a piece of machinery because I'm high. You know what I mean? Like, that doesn't happen. And man, I parked that fucking cat way up in the trees and disappeared for a fucking hour. I shut the radio off.
you know, you remember probably when you first started smoking, probably THC was only like 8 to 12%. Well, how did people get stoned back then if people want 30 and 35% out of their weed today? You know, I mean, I don't think it's all about THC. I think it's the terps or the
Well, I
what
think
else?
there's a combination of everything, which is why when you do dabs, you might get really high, but it doesn't last. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And when you smoke,
Short-lived.
right, and when you smoke like a big nasty fucking chronic, well, probably don't want to use that word. But you smoke a big nasty fucking bud, and it's, you know, just some good stinky fucking nasty weed, and you get high as fuck off for hours, man, like fucking
Right.
long
Yeah.
time.
But hey, like Trash Panda there says Mexican weed from the 90s will wreck you. Wasn't that probably also the chemicals that the fucking CIA was all spraying on the weed down there and shit?
Yeah, they had all that
Oh, Lord.
fucking paraquat and
Right,
shit.
yeah. It's
But he
probably
is right though.
100.
That Mexican sativa, Panama Red, all Acapulco Gold, all that kind of sativa, you know, like south of the border or at
Yep.
least equator style sativa. That shit's fucking toxic, man. You can get fucking high as shit on that weed, boy.
And I'd have to say probably
What's up, Nancy?
in the last 15 to 20 years there's been so much push to breed indica into everything.
Yep.
We probably really don't have a legitimate true. I mean, there's probably some sativas out there, but also sativas take 10, 12, 14 weeks to finish sometimes.
Yeah, a lot.
And people in a room, people don't have 10, 14 weeks to fucking flower something out, you know? You want to be done and over with that shit in 8 weeks.
Yeah, that's why everything's all hybrid. I mean, you can't find a weed out there that says sativa or just indica. It's hard to find. I mean, they're so inbred and outbred that, and you just can't. It's hard to find.
Yeah, I agree. Or at least maybe just a sativa. You'll find some skinny leaves, but you won't. There's not a lot of people out there looking for those long strains anymore. Everybody wants instant gratification.
Yep. Well, and I mean, I get it. Instant gratification is a wonderful thing. But if you want that sativa really good, heady, buzz versus the body buzz, sativa's your man, or girl.
Yeah, yeah. Thin leaf drug strains of thick leaf drug strains and hemp. I guess I don't understand what that's supposed to mean, but I'm trying to. Yeah, take patience to flower, huh? I bet.
Formaldehyde. They probably added some of that. Man, they used to put any old thing on that Mexican weed to fucking put it in the press and smash it. They'd get it wet. They'd fucking pour gasoline on it, kerosene, fucking any shit they could to get that to smash down into bricks and get it real small. Oh, yeah. Find dead mice and fucking.
I used to love it when the little black seeds would crack and then it would squirt out the juice from the seeds, and then the humidity be wrong. You'd be like trying to sort it. You'd be opening up it like coming like a Bible or a brick, or a book.
Yeah.
And then you'd split it and you'd see where the seeds were, and there would be fucking mold right there. And you'd like pick out that piece and I hated that. Was the worst buying that shit way back in the day.
Oh, it was horrible.
I might have told this story. I don't know if you've heard this story, but friends of mine, they used to travel from Key West to the Caribbean, and they did like airbrush clothing for tourists and shit. But they were coming in port one time, and they found a floating bale, and he put it on the boat and brought it in, and they went to his brother-in-law's house. So they had this bright idea of putting all the screens outside from the house out on like sawhorses, and they put all as much of the brickweed that they could to dry it because the bale had been in the water and broke open.
Water.
Well, the wind came up and flipped all the fucking screens over, and he said that his brother-in-law had wild fucking pot plants growing in his yard for like 10 years.
Oh shit!
Like thousands of seeds just
bro.
Over.
Oh wow!
Holy
That's
shit!
Funny. You sell the house and people are like, "Dude, I did not plant that weed. What the fuck?" Weeds popping up all over.
Just grows here wild. That's awesome.
Yeah, I think he said he ended up like throwing half of it away because it was, salt water logged, and it was nothing. Just found it floating.
Fuck.
Used to spray it with soda, huh? I remember those days. Buy an ounce, get a half ounce of seeds, or at least you'd get 5-6 grams of seeds in an ounce. Yeah. I just think I never even saved those. I used to throw those right in the trash, but it was good weed. Where's all? I used to buy thousands of dollars worth of genetics at a time.
What's up, Warrior? What's up, Wes? Chart.
over a large amount, and why would you be surprised? You'd pick up a season shit with a CD case. Yeah, or you'd use your card and you'd tilt your tray, and then they'd roll down, and
Yeah,
you'd sort it, and
yeah, I remember doing that.
doing the. I can remember telling on my dad when we went to grandma's one time. I was like, "Hey, my dad has one of those Coca-Cola trays just like that underneath the couch."
Oh, oh. See, I knew at a very young age to not snitch on my mom for smoking weed. I'd see a bong at one of my friends' house, right? And then I'd say something to her, I'd be like, "Hey, what's that?" You know, I'm like talking like 7, 8 years old. I'd just go home and tell my mom. I'd be like, "Hey, mom, they had one of those things there. You know, it's a thing you got." She's like, "Oh, cool." Next thing you see the two like hanging out, smoking together and shit. Shit was funny.
I can remember my dad and my stepmom. They had this 80 or 79 Camaro, leather interior, all black with like a 350 and some like rumble pipes on it. And we used to go cruising. But as soon as I'd get in the car, I'd be like, "It's hot in here. Can we roll up the windows?" Because I knew that as soon as they got going, they'd fucking smoke a joint. And with the windows, I'd sit in the back seat and get all fucking spicolied up. I was probably 12, 10, 12 years old.
That was back in the day when you could ride in the car with no seatbelt. The kids fucking climbed all over. There was 12 kids in the car. You know, like you could ride in the back of a pickup truck without the cops losing their goddamn mind.
Yeah.
I mean, fuck, they made a Subaru Brat that had seats in the back with handles in it. You know, the Subaru Brat. You used to, I mean, they made a vehicle you could sit in the back of, and it was okay. I don't know, man. Everybody back in the day, you could do some shit and nobody gave a fuck. Nowadays,
dude, 80s Broncos. I just randomly thought of that. I don't know why. That's a good ass car. We used to take my dad's up to the dunes and shit. You know what I mean? And fucking roll around on them and shit like it was a 4-wheeler. Get stuck every single time. Like every single time. But dude, talk about a fun car. Truck rig.
Gonna try smoking some ego dust.
That
So, some nice big old chunks.
nice.
Nice little, I don't know, quarter size.
butters.
Hill's getting tuned up in the back.
Turned up.
Tuned up. I got to get out some weed. And went to look at the tray, and it's empty.
Yeah, it was hot as fuck here today too. It was like 93 degrees. I guess it's not too bad, but not comfortable.
Ta-da! Where's my brush? Oh, wait. Not the can of brush. It's just to knock the trichomes out of the lid, not the knock them off the or buds. Just in case anybody's gonna ridicule me for using a brush.
I remember those days. I can't remember who it was, but
I remember. It was Twisted. Tell me I was dumb for using a brush, and it's like, motherfucker, you ain't rubbing on it. You're picking up shade leaves. But
I should have just been like, after all the shit you do, you're gonna come at me for using a fucking brush.
And over your trim bin, you're still fucking you're still collecting all the keep. This is Welcome to the Grow Tent. This is probably one of the last ones. I have like 3 or 4 Welcome to the Grow Tent shirts. After that, I kind of quit the Patreon and moved on.
All right, guys. I'm gonna go get some coffee, something to munch on, and probably go check out these fights.
Okay. Enjoy yourself.
All right, brother. Hell yeah, man. Good to see you,
Thanks,
Lon.
Lone, for coming up. I appreciate you.
Well,
Tell
we
them all there
appreciate
that we
you.
said what's up.
I
Yeah, we
will,
appreciate
I will.
you guys too.
Well, shit, you guys stop over. The link's out there.
Yep.
Hell yeah. Definitely.
All
man.
right. You guys have a good evening, chat. We'll see you later. Peace.
You too, brother.
Peace, Lone. Always good to have the quote unquote Godfather over. Lone's a good soul.
What was that, brother?
I was just saying, Lone's a good soul. It was always good to see him come up for a minute. Okay. No chunks. It's all ground up good enough. No stems that's going to poke the cones. I picked those out. So, what is new and what's happening? What are have we moved along, or are we making any progress with the? I guess I haven't been over there. I haven't done my due diligence either to know what's going on with the seeds or grow along or anything like that. I know a couple of people have them. Some people are actually like sprouting them. I didn't know if that was the Blue Z or what's up, but yeah.
So I think we have like 5 people, or soon to be 5 people with packs now. Mikey and Grow Ron are the next people that will get their packs. I don't think we've sent them out yet, man. Lupos had stuff going on, so did I. So we, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then we have 2 other winners too that are going to get something else as well, which would be Flyby and Funny Farm. But as far as the grow along goes, I like the idea of what you were talking about as far as November goes, as far as the kickoff date for grow off, for the prize thing and whatnot. But as far as people that don't want to participate with that do have the beans, like you could do whatever you want with them. If you want to, as far as the grow along goes, we just ask that you share data with us. Just let us know how it went. If you come up with a banger pheno that you love, you're welcome to share that with us. Like, other people, pictures are great, information, how the grow went, how you did it, whatever you want to share. But as far as the grow along goes, you're welcome to start it anytime you want. Let's see.
Welcome.
Wish I had. So I think right there, Midnight's going to be like one of the first people to pop the seeds, to actually pop them. So that's pretty awesome.
For real, dude.
Yeah.
I just put on a soak this morning.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna go show the little setup.
That's cool.
Right on.
I got like a lot of things going. So I plan to do like 2 autos with the 2 lupos in the 3x3. And then I'm
Okay.
gonna do 6 photos in my 4x4.
Hell yeah.
So that's the plan for now. Whether they're gonna be in 1 gallons or 3 gallons, I don't know.
You're mixing photos with autos?
No, I'm gonna do the photos with the lupos, but I'm gonna if I get females, I will probably just grow them with the autos and just flip them to 12-12 since the autos can grow in 12-12. You know what I mean?
I get you.
Yeah, I suck at autos, man. I mess it up every time.
So I've done a run of autos already, and I just did plain Happy Frog. No like added stuff. This time I'm doing like a cocoa mix with ocean forest kind of thing, just to give it more like aeration.
Yep.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
My little seed dome set up. So the photos and the autos are going already, and then I got the lupos and the can with the other ones that I haven't popped yet.
Oh shit! Right on.
Dude, that
What's
can
the little, what is that little ohm thing? That little green emblem?
That is a can. Hold on, let me hold on. I gotta open it, but I gotta set this down.
Is that like a seed starter?
Yeah. So like it has little containers,
Yeah,
that
I
you
do believe Creative had one of those one time, or that he was. Yeah, I think I've seen
I
those.
don't know if you know, like a couple of weeks ago when Levels was talking about that dude that had like that $150 seed starter. This thing's like $20. Hold on.
That's awesome.
I
Nice.
probably didn't watch that show. Actually, I didn't. Well, that's really cool, though.
Yeah, so like the Lupos are the
That's what's
ones
up.
up here at the top here. And then down here I got QP cookies. So if you can see that actually it popped the taproot already.
That's pretty interesting.
That water. But yeah, you can do multiple strains, and then it comes with this with that little paper right there that you can keep track of like what's in what container.
Awesome.
So yeah.
Lilac Diesel.
That's my little setup.
You'll
Yeah,
try.
I got Gorilla Skittles autos. I got 3 of them, but I'm probably gonna choose the best 2 out of those. And then I got the punch pie and some lilac diesel and the QB cookies and the bluesy.
I have a question for you. So when your seeds pop in there, how do you get those little suckers out of there? You have to like scoop them out, or
tweezers.
Well, they just kind of pop right out. Like I just kind of pop them out.
oh, cool. Like you dry it out, probably, or whatever.
Yeah, so they're
Like
in this little container to get the taproot. And once they have the taproot, I transfer them into the root cubes, and then they just
that's what I mean. That thing when they get in the dirt, when they grow out, like when you go to transplant out of that dirt right there, are they hard to get out of there? Because we have those at work. I just haven't used them yet because I was like, oh shit, is that going to be difficult?
No, a lot of them
never
like
to start my
like
seeds.
a finger poke on the bottom, don't they?
Oh,
some of them have like a hole, like a hole that you can stick your finger up through it to poke the little plug up.
Yeah, if you see the ones that have that stuff on top, those are the ones that have seeds. But the ones that are empty, like you'll see the little hole, you can put them in there. Like they come with little holes, and they already come pre-moistened. I just kind of like to wet them, and then they'll stay. I will only have to like water maybe once every 4 days or something, like, and I just use like a little paper towel. Like I have the water here, like if it ever gets dry, but I like these because they tell you when to water. Like if you can see, the darker ones are the ones that are wet.
Yep.
So like when they dry out, like it's I'm still kind of semi-new, so I like
welcome,
these.
Welcome to the Grow Tent has a really good video about watering a whole tray like that and using those type.
Oh yeah, I used his method. So this is like kind of his method without like the T5. I just bought this from AC Infinity, which I kind of love because it's for clones too, and it comes with an extension.
Oh, you got little lights in that. Dude, I'm blind.
They're like 30 watts total. They're like 2 little 15 strip.
Yep.
Dude, 30 watts. It's like perfect just for seedlings or clones. Just enough.
And then I got there's the controller there. So it's only on 5. It goes to 10. Like I can, go up, and it'll get brighter. I like this. I've had a lot of success.
Oh, it has a controller. That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you can do like, I don't know. This one has like a sunrise thing, but I don't do that really.
Yeah, I got 24 now.
24 hours. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like.
I mean, I did it before, but I do now.
Yeah, that's my little setup.
That's pretty dope, man.
Later, buds and butters.
Hi, Butters. Oh, wait, I should have the comments on.
After growing for about 40 hours, I was qualified enough to say I don't do autos. That's funny, Uncle Dunk.
I tried one time and I failed horribly.
These were free, so I was kind of like, well, I guess I'll try them.
You know, Hemp used to say, I think it was Hemp, that you could, if you are going to do autos, you could do it in your veg tent. How you are. You're vegging at the same time or whatever. I don't know. That is the cool thing. You can just run it 18.6 if you have to, and it doesn't change that. You know what I mean? So that's cool. I mean, you can just get buds while you're also vegging, as long as it doesn't fuck your other shit up. Like,
yeah, that's why I'm growing the autos with like the lupos, because I'm probably gonna grow. Well, the lupos, they show sex at like 5 weeks, 4 weeks.
Yeah, you'd probably tell. So I mean, shit, some genetic show like for whatever reason, was it ADHD in veg found pretty evident proof that it was going to be a male. It happens sometimes.
I've heard
It's
you can
helpful.
tell just by the way it grows. So I mean, I've never grown regulars, so these are my first ones. So shout out to Lupos. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I want to say his Starhan was like the third day of flip, and that's when he found his.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, the
Yeah.
flip. No.
Yeah.
I don't want to go. I don't want to find out in flower though.
Yeah, exactly. It'll take a long time. You know,
So-
I have a suggestion, and I haven't tried this yet, but I think I've asked other people. They're like, "Oh yeah, you can do it." You could also, once your plate gets big enough or whatever, if you're comfortable with taking clones and you know how to do it, or you're willing to, you could take a
That's
clone of
what I
it.
plan to do with these.
Find out.
This run, I plan to do clones. The next run, I was just gonna pop all the Lupo seeds. I was gonna dedicate like the whole 3x3 for the other 6 seeds. And I wanted to do a whole maybe do a seed thing or pull out a couple females and put them in the 4x4. Keep them, see which one I can find that's good.
Yeah, hell yeah. Right on. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing clones this time, not seedlings. I usually flower seedlings here. They're crazy, right? Yeah. I mean, I like making clones and I feel comfortable doing it, so it'll be pretty cool.
I've never done it yet. So I mean, I have, like you said, I saw the dome right there. It has an attachment that makes it higher for clones. So I mean, I have the stuff for it. I just have never done it.
Oh, make clones?
Yeah. So that'll
Right
be
on. Yeah,
that'll be what I'm learning this run too.
it's fun, and it kind of shows you how plants are. You know what I mean? It just shows you cannabis is vegetable. You could take a cutting and turn it into another plant. Turn it into a clone, and then turn it into a plant, and then take clones off that plant, do the same thing again. It's a pretty cool process. And some of the okay, so check this out, Tucker. So I have limited space in my grow area. It's pretty small in here. In the closet being a 2x2 area. I could probably expand it if I wanted to, but I haven't. It's a project that I'm not willing to do. You know what I mean? Go through old boxes and shit. So I just leave my little 2x2 space in the closet, and it just kind of makes for not having a lot of room to make moms, for clones or whatever. So I can basically keep one mom at a time. And I think Hills and I can't remember who else, a couple people, but Hills, I'm pretty sure was the guy. I'm stoned on a lot of these shows, but suggested that, hey, you could take, from your current run, whatever you're doing, if you don't have space for it to hold a mom, you could wait till you have enough, material to take clones for your next run, take it off, flip that garden, and then you'll have clones for your next run. And I thought that was brilliant because that's a good way to be able to just continue perpetual without having much space. And if you're comfortable with cloning, you're able to keep it going. It's brilliant. It's actually really cool. That kind of information is helpful. It really is. Thank you for that, good buddy.
Yeah,
because I'm probably going to do that.
That was just to be perpetual without, because you're vegging out your mom, which is going to be what your flower plan is, and then you're going to cut it back a little bit, take off some bottoms or maybe even a dominant top, throw those in the cloner, flip that plant. Now you have the backup of the genetic, and now you either have one mom and 4 plants that you're going to veg out for your next run, or you have 5 moms that now you could veg out for a short period of time, and now you got 24 clones that now you can fill up the whole cloner with a monocrop, and then do a happy a green or a hill of green or anything of a green.
Oh yeah, that's brilliant. I like that. And limited space is, like I said, my factor here. One of my big things that I always I have 2 little areas I can grow in, a 4x4 and then the closet, like I said. So juggling that around and trying to get perpetual is not the easiest thing to do. Honestly, probably should get into that project of cleaning the closet completely out and taking all the other shit out of there, because I could make it into a 2x4 or a 2x5. You know what I mean? If I was willing to give up that space for storage, that is, or most of it. But
yeah, you that are growing out one plant, you get 16 to 24 tops because you've been tweaking it for so long, and now that becomes your sacrificial plant. You put them all in the cloner, and now you have multiple. You're just harvesting right off of that, and now they're only in the cloner for what, 14 to 21 days. You pull them out, you veg them for 3 to 10 days, or 5 to 10 days in that range, and then you flip them. I mean,
yeah, that's what Cav was doing.
There's just no need to grow them that long.
10 days and flip them. He said
Well,
10 days under 24 hours and then flip to 12-12.
Oh yeah.
I forget what the YouTube record is. I'll have to go back. The grandma gooseberry. I think that plant veg for 293 something fucking days. That thing was like,
Like a
yeah,
whole year, dude.
that's how long that kid fucking veg that thing. And then he had that outside, and then it got bugs and da 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 da. And yeah. He put so much
posted
effort
that
into
link
that
that
plant,
can.
and he used to like tie it down and torture it, man.
I remember that plant.
Yeah. We were like, how long have you vegged that? Yeah, and he was proud of it. I vegged this fucking plant for 200. That's a lot of effort you put into that plant.
Damn.
Yeah. That's a
Yeah,
lot
that's what I'm
of
saying.
time.
So time and
That's just
space.
doing outdoor.
Time
like
and
outdoors.
space. You know,
What's
for me,
up,
that's what I
Gab?
mean. So like,
There's
Can't
some
do
seeds
that.
I need to run too. That's my next run. After I get Cherry Buff going, I need to pop a couple of his seeds and go through them.
hell yeah.
Speaking of the devil, there's Cav. I was just telling him, Cav, about what you told me about the cloning and 10 days to get seeds and flipping. Cav right there. You want breeding questions? Ask Cav.
Yeah. Yep. What's up, Nate? Upstate Boston Buds. Nancy, thank you always for coming out. Who else is here? Elephant 420. We got a couple new people in chat. Thank you for coming out tonight on a Friday night. It won't be all that late. We might run till about like 9:30, 10 o'clock. I do have to go to work in the morning, but I'm feeling fresh right now. Had me a nap when I got home.
Hell yeah. What's up, my style? How you doing? What's up, Nate? What's up, Kaz?
Oh,
Good to see you, man.
you were the one you were one of the midnight. You were one of the ones that were saying Kevin Bacon. I found some Kevin Bacon sings on Saturday Night Live.
Bro,
Singing, with Jimmy Fallon. I thought those were, he was playing Tom Petty's free balling.
dude. I was watching some old shit the other day. Some In Living Color. You guys remember that show? You ever seen that? In Living Color with it was like where Jim Carrey started, I'm pretty sure. And the Wayans brothers and stuff like that. Super funny, dude.
Yes, dude. The fucking VK reminds me of that. What is that? The handyman or handicap man? Dude, the fucking.
Yeah. Bro, or okay, so Wayans does like
yeah.
he does like a drunk dude too. He did it in a movie called Mo Money. Shit was so funny. It reminded me of that too.
Dude,
He's
shout out
hilarious.
to VK, man. That's fucking shit.
What's up, Sled?
Yeah,
Yeah, shit's
I
fire.
remember when back in the day, I used to encourage him to do more voices, and I thought he was he needs more characters, and it kind of like what Dr. T's kind of doing with Bonnie and stuff. I think that kind of in the community is hilarious. We need some satire or some comedy every once in a while.
Yeah, like some personas.
What's up, Nathan?
So I'm excited about these. Do you guys know like how long the bluesy is supposed to go? Like,
I'm curious about that because I ran that shit for 10 weeks this last time, and it turned out fire.
Was that shit you were growing already?
No. That was some other stuff, but it had. I do believe it had one of the parents of the bluesy has in it. It had the
the blue part, right?
The blue.
And it was, dude,
So it's
that was really good.
63 to 70. You know, I mean, it's also depends on how hard you're pushing it, or if you're not pushing it, or how much light you have above it. If you stunted it,
I'm still kind of learning, so I'm trying to get more yield at the moment. Well, not more yield. I'm trying to learn to do the spacing, like how Chop was saying, in my tent, and then I'm gonna go for yield after that. See what I kind of my baseline is when I have a full tent.
Yeah.
I've had a full tent with 4 plants, but I've never done the 4x4 with 6 plants, so I'm gonna do like a short veg.
I did it one time with 6 plants, and I mean, I filled my tent up. I'll tell you that right now. It was full.
I forget to do it, but
how long did you veg?
Top early and top early and top often.
6 weeks.
I fucking love topping. As you saw, like I don't know if you guys remember the crit that I had. That bigger plant was one that was topped, and then I did one that was not topped, just to compare because it was the same everything, same strain, same gallon, same feeding, just to show topping does make a bigger plant. And I did get like almost 20 grams more from that little plant.
It just gives you more heads.
Yes,
and then that's how you fill up your trellis holes. Then
I feel like a good, like when somebody lollipops, like not taking too much, but enough to just, buff up the buds and you get good colas, like how Happy does his spears. I love making spears.
Oh yeah, I love that too. That's like the best part of making these big old buds.
Yeah.
But not topping a plant though, like even if you do a full plant lean, if you lean that whole plant over and you let it go and go and go, I feel like something different happens when you actually top it. Even if you only happen to do it once, those branches do something different. They start to take off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they really do. It's just one of those things that I generally only top twice. I think people think I top a lot, but I'll top the first time, right? That counts as one. And the next time I top was when I get all 4 of those posts up. Usually it's 4. I try for 6, but it's always 4. Once I get those 4 posts up, if they're all leveled out, I'll top them all at the same time, and that's it. I don't top after that.
And when do you like to top? Like, do you count a node? I like to top when I see like growth in the lower nodes. When I start seeing that
stunt your seedling. It really is. It's gonna slow your seedling down.
Yeah.
And they're already slow. So I do top in that early phase when they're still in the cups. Like I'll do my first topping there, and then I'll pot up. And then, like I said, I wait for my posts to come up. So that the branches that you decide to save, if it's a 4 post or a 6 post or 2 or 3, whichever you want to call it, you decide to. Usually, I'll wait until I get all those up to the same level. And I start to have some traction with it. So I like to have 2 to 3, maybe even 4 node spacings between like the stalk and the end of the branch before I top it. You know what I mean? So all those branches get turned up and turned into the nodes turn into branches. Excuse me. Otherwise, like you got to have something to continue the plant on, and from those 2, 4, 6, 8 branches, you can then make even more branches. You can top again. You really honestly can, and you can get even more. I just haven't tried it yet. I did it outside, actually.
To do that, you're setting back the plant each time you do that, so your veg time increases. So that's
it's probably a week.
Some people don't have the time to do that.
Same here, Nancy. I usually end up topping twice, and usually the rest of what you guys see as far as colas goes is just a training. You know what I mean? Moving stuff around, leveling it all out, bringing everything to the same level. That's really, really important.
I kind of do
it's so important. Yeah.
I do the
topping. All the colas
the same way. I have those plant staples that I kind of just bend the plant over just so that the lower ones get light and stuff like that. Like, I don't think I've never not trained a plant, so I've never like not done anything to it. I've always done like some kind of LST. If I didn't top it, it was some kind of LST, or like Nancy said, shaping.
You can do that, Dad. You can definitely do it.
Sorry, I see a kind of a question or something that I want to comment in chat. Is Buddy Wedding Cake. Thank you for coming out. It says don't grow yet at home. Basically, it's legal, but I don't have the space for it. It's space, and then it's an investment. But once you do invest in yourself for what you do, pay for your electricity and your newts. Man, for a couple pounds for your space, that what it would cost you out at a dispensary. To me, it's very self-gratifying that I get for, producing
Oh,
for
definitely.
myself,
It's addicting just growing.
It can be, or you lose it a little bit because you got so much weed after a while. It all depends on what your harvest is and if who you're supplying to.
Yep, exactly.
You can start out small. Just get like a small light
Little
and try to
2x2.
clear out a 2x2 space in an area where you can commit to making sure that
400 watts
when you
in
do flip the flower that, yep,
200.
or even a closet. Closet works
We
too.
have those. I mean, they're kind of expensive, but the cheapest one I've seen is like 120, and it's like an auto box. You basically just plant it, and it kind of like grows itself.
Yeah.
And
You
they're
want to
little.
know what I produce? Watts per
Tested.
gram. It is basically a watt per gram. I mean, sure. I mean, it can be expensive, but to me, it's gratifying just growing my own.
Or here's a question I have that I've never heard anybody ask or even attempt to ask. Like, what if you have a 2x2, like one of those really, really small tents, auto or photo?
You can do photos in there. You just have
You
to
do either
know
or.
when to flip it. And you also have to know how to
That has a
train something
2x2,
like that.
and the auto that she grew outgrew the tent, and then she kind of tried photos, but at the time I had only been growing a couple months, and I was like, well, yeah, you just veg like this long and then you flip, and she's like, in a 2x2 it wasn't going to be the same, as a photo. So
Yeah,
she
but
like did like a 3-week veg, and it like then flipped, and then it outgrew the tent.
to me, it would have been like, well, I've been vegging it for like 3.5 or 4 months, and that's why it either that or it was just a super stretchy strain, and that could happen to the best grower that if you've never grown it out before, it could grow up to, you flip it at like 2.5 feet, 28 inches off of the floor. Next thing you know, you got a 5-6 foot tall plant.
Yeah. 10 photos in a 2x2, damn Cav.
Yeah, 10 photos, 10 days, veg.
So what about a 3x3? What's that going to be, like 15, 16?
You stopped with all the little plants. So basically, it depends on what kind of turnaround you want to do too.
I'm still kind of trying to find my style. I've always done the 4 plants in my 4x4 in 5 gallons because I barely got this second tent. So I'm going to try to do a perpetual with this second tent now that I'm doing this big grow. Once I stock up, I'm going to try to do a perpetual. So like this is my attempt at that.
Sometimes once you get rolling into a perpetual, it's like the ball keeps it goes for a while.
It keeps going.
Yeah, I mean it's like hard to stop it,
Yeah.
to have like, oh well, I got to go on vacation, or I got.
Yep.
I mean, I like had to like space out my waterings, or at one time when I went on vacation, I went to 7-gallon pots, and we were gone the week right when I flipped, and I had somebody kind of help me water in between, my daughter, but you got to make adjustments to still have a life, or you're locked into it. Yep. Let's see. Cav, you said look at your channel of the Chud Special Lemon Haze.
Oh, for sure, Jack. My stuff paid for itself with the second grow.
Do you have a certain video you want me to play, Cav? Bingus Genetics Platinum Asset Regular Photos Seat Increase. Try cheese. Here, we'll play this one. It's a little bit older. Oh, I was there. Because of it's done in mobile platform. But this is one of his gardens. This is Cav's video here. I'm guessing this might be a seed run. But let's get some of the top colas real quick.
I'm here, brother. Just grabbing a drink.
Yeah. Boom. Look at those little rosebuds. I've had cultivars like that where you get the shade leaves in between the bud spacings like that, but then the last few I've had where you get very little leaf. You get some big long ones that poke out, but they're not the little short 2 leaves or like, I don't know how exactly the leaf looks in there. Little crow's feet that you can't get out. But there's some big chonkers there. I'm guessing that's a couple different varieties, Cav. Is that Earth Box? Is that what?
Dude, look how green and healthy they look. Beautiful.
Yeah.
I just started some.
Go back. Here's another one of his.
Cheers, A. Dude, yes. And then that was my crit. The crit I just had, there were like golf balls. Like you could just cut them and then they were done.
This is all Cav stuff. Beautiful plants.
Dude, what was that little
I got one of those. Is that pollen or keef? Wow, look at that big old chonker.
Dude, look at that one. Dude, the frost.
Nice little slideshow. You can see the beans coming out. All the pollen sacs are full.
Oh, yeah.
The calyxes.
Cav, do you smoke that? Like, do you smoke the ones that you get seeds from? Or you just...
I do believe that they smoke it, yes. Because they're natural. Unless you reverse it,
today
then
on
you
Facebook.
don't smoke it. But if you use a male, I think he smokes it. What's up, My Style? Welcome.
Nice water hat. Oh, nice. Yeah, dude, I saw an argument today on Facebook about whether seeds make the quality go down.
Today.
That's my avatar I
Sorry.
made for the PKR females. That's what popped up.
Looks like chronic in another few years.
I'm working on it. I need to make it more feminine, I guess. I don't know.
But My Style.
I thought that one was cool.
What is going on over here on this side? Been working with fiberglass and my forearms itch so bad I want to touch them, but I can't.
How do you deal with that? Like, does it?
You wear long sleeves
Holy
and
shit. What's up, Canada?
skin when you get home.
Hmm.
You just deal with it.
I'm sure.
Me, I do at least. I get over it.
How fucking hot is it, dude? It's been super hot here, dude. I mean, it's 70 right now,
This
but
week
it was like
today was
94.
gorgeous, but
that's
earlier
hot.
this week it was hot. Yes. What? Didn't I have another one? View full playlist. Let's see here.
$80 where you are, Nancy. It's been an unusually like cool summer, actually. It's only been like in the 90s, like 3 or 4 days, honestly.
Here.
But the humidity is terrible. Yeah, it's fucking humid.
Here's a little clip for a sense of humor.
I smell marijuana.
Dude, Randy, dude. Randy's my favorite South Park character, to be honest. He's fucking hilarious.
Keys to the grow room. Cheers. Super Bob. For some reason, I think that email came back. I don't know. It didn't. I don't think it went through. Wear a respirator. It's insulation. It's like, or it's on the ISO board, and it like if you touch it, it like fucking it beds in your forearms. But yes, a cold shower, washcloth. Before you can't take a hot shower because your pores will open and it'll go in deeper. So you gotta start off showering kind of cold. You get off the shit, and then now you can take a hot shower.
God,
but you just don't want to open up your pores that bad. I'll tell you right now, being a roofer, insulation isn't anything, or fiberglass, and I call it fiberglass. I think that's what it is, but it's the pitch burn. And if you know what coal tar pitch is, well, then you know. If you don't, well, you don't want to know. When that dust gets on your skin and it gets underneath the sunlight, that shit is fucking wicked, dude. Yeah. I hate doing pitch tear offs. It sucks.
Removing all that shit.
Yeah, it comes up in squares, but you cut it with it's like a lawnmower, but instead of the blade going this way, it goes that way, and you cut the roof into squares, and then you physically tear it up with like shovels.
Oh. Like hanging from the top of a roof.
So, Bob,
it's a flat roof.
Welcome, brother.
Oh.
Yeah. On my Instagram, I think there's a pretty good visual of us tearing off and laying up on a roof at one time.
So do you guys spray that insulation, or like do you have like the insulation slabs or
in different thicknesses, and you pre-cut it in 4x8 or 4x4 sheets? Depends on how it goes down. If you're going to screw it or if you're going to fasten it with like adhesive.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
But that's how like they need to insulate their roof, because then they would be losing all that heat or the cold or whatever that's inside the building, or they'd be transferring. There's no insulation in that roof, you know. That is the insulation, the R19 or the R23 that's on the roof is what we add to insulate the building. Commercial roofing is different than like residential, where you just come in and you nail on shingles, but they have blown in insulation in your attic. Well, up in a fucking attic of a school or something, they might not have any insulation. So you insulate the roof, and then you put on the roof the roofing membrane, and that's how you keep the hot cold cycle from going in the building at the top. If that makes any sense.
Yeah,
Not that
That's badass, Cass. Hell yeah.
I think that
yeah,
makes sense.
because like I mean, there's different types of it. Like you said, different types. Like there's one that you spray, and then there's like slabs
Oh, yeah.
and foam boards and others. Other things.
Yeah, I work on steel decks, or the deck that we were, and the flooring that you're walking on is there's a system called Tectum, and what I always say is that you're standing on ramen noodles. You're standing on like 4.5 inch of ramen noodles. They're made in these like 3x6 sheets, and they're set into these channels, and then they put a roof over it. But I mean, it's like a big shredded wheat.
Like a
Shredded wheat or like a ramen noodle pack that's uncooked. That's what
squigglies. I don't know what I have. I have some slab sheeting under my tent because it gets so fucking cold in Minnesota. So like I have it so it's not touching the floor because it's concrete down the basement. But
okay.
I don't know what it's called. I should go look. But it's like a purple 2x2. I got them like 2x2s. And they just have like a couple of them outside the tent and underneath wherever it touches like the wall and the floor.
In my 4x4, I used to have a 4x8, and I have actually 2 of them, but now there are 2 of them stacked together. But I have a 4x4 or 48x48. It's a plastic pallet. And so now instead of putting something underneath there, because I'm in the same boat in the basement with a tent, but it just gives it that like 6 or 8 inches of riser off of the concrete. So my pots are sitting there. There's an air barrier,
Yeah, like I have mine underneath. Mine's only like 2 inches. Like it's only 2 inches off the ground, but that one sounds way better. I could probably just stack the ones I have, right? But I'm gonna have to go get more. They're like purple square sheeting. I got them from Home Depot. I don't know what they're made of, but it was good for insulation.
Sometimes you can find those plastic pallets out behind like a grocery store, and sometimes they don't mind one missing every once in a while. Or you find a broken one and you take that and you repair it somehow.
Oh shit, pallets? I got pallets everywhere. Oh,
well,
wow.
not a wooden pallet. It's a plastic pallet.
Oh,
it's called a Shep pallet. It's a Canadian pallet. Shep pallet.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna look at one of those.
They're made of like hard plastic. Still, anything you bring into your grow space, clean the shit out of it, sterilize it, and then do it again, and then do it again.
I have that Phison 2.0 that Grow Tent uses. It's a viricide, fungicide, bactericide. Like it's a fucking everything side.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So I clean my tents regularly, like regular cleaner, and then I spray it with that, and then I wipe it down and clean it again.
Yeah.
I wipe over all the fans, the lights, the wires. Dude, I get OCD with my tent.
I had my son clean it out this time, and then I had him do it again.
It still has the wood paneling, so I don't know what's in here.
I always think that certain basements look like a time capsule. It's like,
that's definitely this one.
It's usually the last rooms that are remodeled in a house.
Yeah, definitely. We rent out like a basement apartment, so
you'd go broke on soil. That's crazy, and you can't read. What are you talking about? Where you get?
That's awesome, Cab. See, I'm my own wife. I grow the weed and I clean. I do get pretty busy. How do you guys feel about reusing fabric pots?
I take them. I like using them because I don't cut them off or cut them to get them out. And then I am the bad guy, and I sneak into the local laundromat, and I use like the biggest washer that I can, and I put all of them in there, and then I just
Perlite and all.
Fucking the dirt and everything.
well, I'll try to get the majority of them like empty
Like,
the
there's,
best
like,
I can.
mostly.
Take all the laundry bags. Like, what the fuck keeps cleaning
But
all
I
these
go
dirty
in
pots?
there and I had bought, I think I had like 20 or 24 of those, and I would have, and then I would do the next round, and then I went to like 7-gallon pots. So I had 20 or 30 of those. So I would wait until I could do them all at once, and I would just shove them in there. No detergent or anything. Just push start, and I'd come back and they'd be all clean. So that's what I always did, was just find the biggest one in the corner and put them in there, wash them.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I just bought some fucking 1-gallon reusables, but I've never reused a pot. So I was wondering how y'all cleaned them. But now I know. Now I know you go sneak into the laundromat.
I do. Because my wife would kill me if I was to wash those in here.
Oh, God.
Bro.
I could probably just hose them down, right? And then once they're like... I have a big sink near the laundry
I
room.
get you.
But I can just probably rinse them off and then throw them in there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can reuse cocoa as long as you rebuffer it, right? That's all you got to do, is just rebuffer it with some CalMag, and then you're good to go. You just got to know how to buffer it good.
You have to, Cav. The cords and everything, for real. I'll literally take my light down and put it on the table and then like wipe the cord and then wipe all the like everything. I get paranoid, dude. I don't want spider mites. I don't want shit.
The staining, I don't know. Yeah, I guess if you're looking at the pots, the extra salt that's coming out of the bag, I understand what you're meaning, but
I don't have staining. I'm organic, Nancy.
I like plastic pots too. It's a big, I don't know, unless you buy like 40 of them at a time, it seems like you're paying a bunch of money for plastic pots, and then the right size catch basins too.
Yeah.
Like a setup that you can go out and spend like 60 or 70 bucks, it seems like, at the well, for me, I'm talking like a bunch of pots.
Dude, that's gonna be my problem with these 6 plants. Like, I'm gonna have to find catchers that's gonna fit all 6 plants in my 4x4. Along with the humidifier. I mean, I can make the humidifier go outside, right? But when it's really cold, I'm gonna need the heater in there, and yeah, I'll figure it out.
That's one dumb thing I think that they don't do, is that when you have a 2x2, they should sell 4 or 6 catch basins that are the right size to fit into the 2x2 that are square. But every catch basin that you'll find is usually round, but you usually want one that's bigger than your pot. So if I'm like in a 5-gallon cloth pot, I might have like a 14-inch or a 16-inch saucer underneath it. Do I have one up here?
What do you guys use for catchers? I mean, right,
little
catchers, right? But
little
like,
pan.
what's the diameter? I need some diameter.
Depends on the pot size. What's up, Eli?
What I would do is, I think I can fit 6 plants in 3-gallon pots in my 4x4. Fairly comfortably.
Yeah, you can. I put 6 and 5 gallons in my 4x4. I could have fit 3 more probably.
I'm afraid of the 5-gallon.
As far as pots goes.
But I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do solo cups to 1 gallons and then finish in 3s. I think that's what I'll do.
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm planning for now.
3s
3 air pots
a little.
I might do the 3 gallons too for the autos, because I'm gonna have 2 autos and the 2 lupos. I think I can do 4 3-gallons in the 3x3. That would be just enough too.
3s and 5s give you a lot more time in soil in between watering. it's when you start using smaller pots, you really got to be on point in water at the right time, or you can just get too bad of a dry back.
Oh yeah.
So
I learned, like, what I've been learning in these past 3 rounds is like learning when, as soon as the leaf starts dipping, that's when I try to get my water in before it dips too far, because you can tell, when it's like up and crane and then it kind of just flat, and then it kind of just starts dipping down. Like when it starts dipping down, that's when I try to water.
well, I used to preach at somebody when they were trying to learn how to and when to water, and it was that you're counting down on a calendar, and then so you watered on Monday and now it was Friday. Well, now you need to be watering on Thursday.
Yeah.
So when the droop was, we need to be watering the day before so you don't get that droop. And then you just keep on marking it down, and you should start seeing a pattern, every 4 days, 3 days, 2 days, whatever it might be.
Yeah, Grow Tent taught me a lot. I watched all his videos from like 4 years ago, 3 years ago, when he was talking about watering and LEDs, and like I based all my knowledge on him. So like my little humidity dome, I based off kind of him. It's just not, it doesn't have a T5, but I kind of just do the same thing. I do the root cubes and I kind of just leave them in there for the first 2 weeks, and after that I transfer them. It depends on how many I had at the time, but now that I have 2 tents, it really doesn't matter. But I usually leave them in there for about 10 days in the root cubes, and then they go to solos for about a week or 2, and then they go into 1 gallons and so on and so forth.
Yeah, I joined the Patreon. I bought some t-shirts. I bought some seeds. Watched the videos. He was a great help. And then, that and the Grow Boss, and then the other people in the community that I really listened to. And I just kind of settled down, and I've, worked hard for 2 years or 2.5 years to.
Dads, I don't want to water every day. I do want to try.
I'm going to
water every day, but at the moment I'm good watering it once every 3 or 4 days.
Just get some cocoa water.
I want to be like that, Nancy. I mean, I have too much weed now, awesome. But it's going quick. So
that's it. It's good, man. Water every day.
Yeah, he was almost like the complete opposite from Grow Boss, where he wasn't Grow Tent. Welcome to the Grow Tent is like the complete opposite of the Grow Boss, meaning like he was all nice and like woo, and then Grow Boss is like,
you're an asshole,
grumpy.
You're an asshole. You fucking suck.
Grow Boss is like, I hate you, you plant killers.
I fucking like. I like both of that. Like,
I love it.
Yeah.
I learned with the Grow Tent, but I'm still kind of like, dude, I don't even know like why I'm like. I think it's like I grew up with boys. My dad gave me a bunch of shit. My uncle gave me a bunch of shit. Like I'm used to like getting shit. You know what I
mean? You know what excited me the most was when I came home from work and I looked at my feed and I seen, and it's gone now, but there was literally a garden review, and he's like, "Hey Hills, your garden is dead. It's code brown." And I'm like, what the fuck? He's talking to me. It was like, it like hooked me. I watched it.
It makes me want to do better. Like it,
yeah, exactly.
Me, it makes me be like, fuck you. I'm gonna do better than that.
Exactly. That's exactly what happened. Yep. I'll show you what I can do. And I paid attention. So.
Hell yeah.
Code brown. That's fucked up, dude.
Oh yeah.
It's funny.
And then he's like, that's overwatered. That's been overwatered. That's overwatered. I mean, he's just picking boop, 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 boop.
Dude, Grow Boss, if you're hearing this, you better go live tomorrow, like for real.
He never will.
Dude, stop playing with us, man. Go live tomorrow. Okay.
I know, dude,
Sunday, please. Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday. Early.
I've been working Saturdays. Just go on Sunday.
There's still people that want to listen to him. I think he thinks maybe nobody wants to listen to him. Dude, there's a lot of people that want to listen to him. I need you, girl boss.
I will not get more jars. I just got a whole bunch of new jars, Nancy, and I'm trying to like con people into taking my old jars. So when they're like, "Hey, can I get a sample?" I'm like, "Sure." And
Here.
then I'll give them a jar.
Here's a big mason jar.
I'll put like a big ass mason jar with like 4 bags with it, like an eighth of each flavor in it or whatever.
Digging the grow
They're like,
bags.
"Oh well, you can have the jar back." I'm like, "No, I'm fucking good. Like you have to take the jar too. Fuck you. It's part of the deal. Take the jar."
You get a free jar. Fuck you.
Like, is that fucking Keith on the bottom? And I'm like, yeah, man, just take the fucking jar. Don't ask questions.
This is a 4-year-old jar. Here, fuck it.
Yeah. Well, like the new jars have these sweet like seals on them that are,
I hate
Take back
giving
to
out
tell you.
jars because I never get them back.
See, that's how I was at first, but now I have so many fucking jars that I'm like, dude, fuck these jars. I'm like, fuck all the
I
jars.
found some really cool jars. I found some really cool jars at thrift stores. Like the old school old lady thrift stores where they have like mason jars with their like seals and like the little things that you like twirl, and they even have like the thing you put them in to boil them and stuff. Like, dude.
Yeah, hell yeah. Dope jars. I still like my jars. I like this store weed, man. I don't know. I've always done that. Always.
I've had a bunch of jars, but with the abundance of product that I have a lot of bags.
Dude, I want to dig out my glass blow jars. Those are back when I didn't grow weed, where I put the shit I got, I just put it in there.
I like those too, Bob.
With the corks and shit. Those are fire, dude.
How about the ones have you seen the little show off bud ones with the light and then it blows it up?
Oh, those are sick, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had this pipe made back in it was like 95, I think, or 96. My glass blower buddy, who's actually still doing it now, and his shit's fire. Imperium Glass, check him out. But dude, he made me this like little prototype pipe, right? That had like in the middle of it was like a Sherlock, but in the middle of it there was like a jar fused into it, and like it had a cork and everything. It was all glass too, like custom glass. So it just kind of looked like like a normal Sherlock with just the jar in the middle, and the air passed through it too. It was fire, dude. I love that thing.
Dude,
that's one of my favorite pieces. Yeah, dude. It was all glass too. Sick as fuck.
I fucking love Sherlocks. I did a nice Sherlock, like a fucking with thick glass, like cool looking Sherlock, dude. I collect Sherlocks.
Yeah, it was so sick art in it. Yeah, I like that too. I got a couple cool ones.
When I used to travel and we did the Ren Fair, and I used to travel with this girl.
Dude, you did the Ren Fair? No way, hell.
She loved fucking smoking out of like steamrollers, and we had this fucking killer steamroller. An open tube with you just used your hand as like a giant carb. It's like basically
those are fire.
Dry
carbs. Yeah, called carbs too.
Fuck.
They hit you hard too because as soon as you move your hand, it's just all down the hatch, dude.
I gotta go break out my pieces. Okay, give me a second.
Oh, Hills, have you guys seen that thing? The gravity bomb that they have now, like the one they've had it for a while, but it's pretty cool looking. You know what I mean? Like it has a little amount where you can turn it, and it just kind of forces the smoke up your lungs or whatever. It's a cool little alternative to the old-fashioned way we used to do gravity bombs back in the day.
I still want the fucking joint gun that the detective used.
Yeah.
I want one of those, bro. I just want to be able to like put the joint in there, and it'd be cool if it lit itself, but it would just blow like the smoke right into your mouth. Take a hit.
Okay, man. Steamroller. Yeah, dude, those are fire pieces. Oh, but that thing I was talking about, that one that I keep seeing advertisements for him. It's like a little glass piece or whatever. It's I just said the name of it. I'm a stoner. Anyways, the one I was just talking about, they have a mount now where you can like put it on your chest. Is that for real? Can you like fucking attach that thing to your like a vest or whatever and take fucking gravity bong hits anywhere you go?
Well, it's like that fucking joint tray that I was fucking fucking around with that my daughter gave me that's somewhere behind me. I don't know. I haven't used it. I used it on
What's up, Rick?
screen at one time. You remember?
Oh yeah, the joint holder. That shit's fire.
Yeah.
Love it.
What's a Sherlock? Like a
Sherlock Holmes.
like a Sherlock Holmes. Like a no, not a Chillum. It'd be a bowl with like a hook, like a S on it, with a long curve, like, and it curves up, so the bowl is away from your nose. It's not straight.
Like Gandalf pipe.
Yeah,
You ever seen?
made out of glass.
Hello, little hobbits.
There you go.
That's a Sherlock.
Damn it! I have to roll joint. Bullshit.
It's dirty, but
Yeah,
a Sherlock. Like a fucking
Ooh, this-
Sherlock Holmes. You know, I got this cosmic Gandalf one.
Yeah, Gandalf.
yeah.
Hello, little hobbits.
Dude, this is my only Gandalf pipe that I have. I want another one. I want a wood one.
I've even seen people where they use like the hemp like wick that you light to light
Yeah.
that so that you don't get a butane taste. And
It's not a
I'm
Sherlock.
like,
but it's
whatever,
like a wood
just
one.
light it with the lighter.
Have you ever taken solar hits? Those are fire. It's
Solar
summer's
hit.
almost over. Yeah, bro. Get yourself a magnifying glass and your
Oh.
favorite piece, and just go outside and take yourself a solar hit, dude. It's fire. Handle that before summer's over.
A hobo pipe.
Bro, all these
Not
stickers
a
are
hobo pipe.
okay, these labels suck.
Decorative jars, put them all over the living room. That'd be cool.
Dude, I collect fucking pieces. I have so many.
That's the same. Yeah, dude, glass is fire. So you can, I agree. Collect pieces. You know what I mean? Because like you find some
What the
dope. I
hell
wish I
is
had all the
that?
shit I ever bought.
This one,
Oh my god.
This one has a dab rig attachment. Like this is for flour, but it has a attachment for dabs.
Is that an octopus in there?
Yes. I love this one.
Okay.
This one's hard to clean though, so I hardly use it.
Yeah, I don't.
Dude.
I would hate to use it. It's
Volcanoes.
almost like a piece of art. You know, it's almost like one of those Popcos in the back. It's better just to look at it in the box
Ron?
than it is to get it out.
Ron, we have not forgot about you. You're still getting your prize.
Dude, these are all clean. I'm impressed that they're clean right now.
Is that a skull at the bottom or just a round?
Yes,
Yeah, it's a skull.
It's skull.
Okay.
It's fucking heavy. This one's really
Yeah,
heavy. That's why
You
I
can
like
tell.
Yeah.
How do you guys clean your bongs out?
I
That's
have
one of my
a
least favorite things
Or
about smoking
pipe
alcohol.
cleaner, or you get some rubbing out or the right isopropyl alcohol or whatever it is, and you get some solar salt and you put that in there and you shake it around.
Nah, dude, I'm about to change y'all's like cleaning ways.
Oh shit! Revolutionized.
It's called Scrubber Duckies. Hold on, this one's kind of dirty.
Rubber ducky.
Okay. So it comes with this little ducky that you put in your bong, and you see it magnetizes. And then you just kind of rub this on the outside of it, and this will get all the crud off. And you can keep ordering these, and you just can. Okay.
That's cool as shit.
Yeah, it's pretty effective.
Yeah, dude.
Well,
And
you
it
can
comes
use
in
like a
different
bong
sizes.
and
Like
stuff,
this little
but it
ducky is like
gets
a large size, and you can get like a medium one for little pipes. And they also have like a pipe cleaner kit. Like they have a bunch of brushes and like little things, like they're different sizes. I have different sizes. Like I have huge bongs and I have little bongs.
We
So
gotta
like I
have the
have
right
little brushes for everything.
bottle
Like,
brush and
I'm
stuff.
OCD about my pieces.
But that gets like into the little areas where you can't get up in there with a bottle brush. I
Yeah,
get
let me,
ya.
hold on, let me demonstrate.
Nice. Shit smells fire.
You know, my problem too is that
The ducky's inside there. You can see how it goes to the side. And you just clean it.
Let's see. Hold on. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah. So you just clean it when it's all gross and nasty. Dude, I hate a nasty bong.
Yeah, tastes like shit.
Yeah.
Wait. Oh my god, dude! I'm gonna have to hold on a second.
Dude,
Are
and
you for real?
it comes with a kit that comes with like a little cleaning thing, like, and it smells good. It smells like oranges and like citrus. And like I ran out of that, right? But you can order
Hold
more of
up.
it on their site.
I gotta
Scrubber
rewind that and show that to somebody.
I'm sure they have better ones, but this is the one that I found first, and they're pretty good. And they have different brushes, like I said.
Yeah.
Scrubber duckies, look them up, guys.
Just don't leave your water in there, especially if you have hard
No.
water, because then you end up with water stains on the inside of your fucking bong.
Honestly, if you're using pieces like that with water every day, change your water every day.
I've
Well,
like left it in there and then come back and the water's evaporated. That's how long it's been since I took a bong hit. What it must have been 95. I bought like a 3-footer or whatever, a 28-inch bong, a graphics bong, and I still have it. That was the only one I ever bought.
This is my go-to. I like a good bubbler.
A little bubbler, a little hand bubbler. I get you. My wife has a bunch of bowls and she cleans them on a regular, but I'm just not a bowl smoker. All I do is smoke joints.
Yeah, I can't smoke joints inside, but I do smoke joints all the time. But these are my inside stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know, I get OCD with my stuff. And then like I have those days where like, what do I want to smoke out of? I have like oneies and spoon pipes and furlocks and bubbles.
Wesley pipes or Barry bongs?
Dude, Barry Bongs.
Right? We don't know who that is.
Nope, don't know who that is.
Not today.
Unless you turn on your camera and I see who it is. Sorry.
Yes,
Yeah.
daily water changes, B-Lane. Advocate.
Okay. It's somebody weird. You see what they said?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, what?
What's up, Cree? You're out of here. Sorry.
Yeah, I wish that I would have actually hit the right button versus the other button here. This is you think that I'm gonna let you up on a panel and this is what you're gonna put? I don't think so.
Freaking wiener champion. It's probably hammy.
Grinding.
What's up, Creative? It's been a long time. Always good to see you. Just chilling tonight on a Friday night. Still can't believe that the summer's almost over. Amazed.
Dude, right? Fuck.
Sucks. That's actually pretty cool. I like it when it's colder out.
I do too, but damn, dude, yesterday was like April.
You need to wear like my
I worked the whole summer away. Let's just put that way. I didn't take a vacation. Next year, I need to take a vacation during the summer.
I wear shorts every day.
Yeah.
So hot
Who would
here.
want porn? No, I'll pass.
Dude, there's free porn sites everywhere.
Yeah. Like Nuggy, I heard Nuggy say the one thing. At least you're showing a kitty up there versus a fucking,
Yeah, he got distracted.
Yeah.
Fuck.
It was pretty funny.
Shit's
Bro,
on fire.
at least you're a hot chick, bro. Damn.
Yeah, I forgot whose channel that was. They had a little blurb of it, and they had like when they instead of showing the kitty, they showed like levels or something. And I was so laughing so hard. It was Joe Blogs or somebody else's. Yeah, I really didn't. I wasn't around when he lost his channel or when that happened, and then he lost his channel or whatever. So it sucks, but oh well. Live and let live. I'm very indecisive. Depends on what type, right? There's this. Oh, never mind. I won't go there. This meme. Glizzy gang. There you go. Well, shit. I'm out of a drink. I need to go downstairs and go get some ice and a drink. I'll be right back.
All right, brother. I'm rolling a joint. I have the other problem. I just got a beverage. And I need a joint. Oh yeah.
Cheers, guys.
Oh yeah. Cheers. Oh jeez.
Not the shitty Corona either. Ah. I'm muted.
Yeah, being boned again. I don't know, man. Oh, dude, I read that completely wrong. I was trying to read what Dr. T said. My brain was like, there. Yeah, dude, I sat here and played video games with my sons all day, and then had my son clean out the tent again for a double clean before I put the plants in there. Yeah, I just roll one too. One lump or two. Old school brick hash. No shit. That's interesting.
But that shit better be like $10 an ounce.
Dude, you ever see this stuff that's like shaped into a puck and like stamped?
No, dude.
We always have that here. I can't
Oh,
remember what it's
hash.
called.
I read brick. Oh, sorry. I was like, damn, brickweed, and it'll be fucking $10 an ounce.
Oh hell yeah! Bugs Bunny cartoon. One lump or two.
So I couldn't help myself because he said something, and then I opened up the fridge. Glizzy gang.
Oh shit! With the mustard and everything.
Hot dog.
I need to go into the city and go to what is it? The place where they the black girls, they insult you at night. The Wiener Circle. I would love to go there. If you've never heard about it, go on YouTube and type in Wiener Circle and watch some of the satire that happens.
They just tell you how big of a piece of shit you are as you eat hot dogs, or what? That sounds awesome.
it's like you gotta know what you want. They don't, you can't take too long, or you better get out your money.
You ever been to that restaurant where they like insult you?
That's Dick's. That's
Yeah.
Dick's restaurant.
It's at
Yeah,
Mall of
I've
America.
never been there, but yeah. But the Wiener Circle, that's you go there like after midnight on a Friday or Saturday night, and you'll watch the comedy show as you eat your hot dogs.
Oh, right on. Hell yeah.
Yeah, that fucking Dick's place is at Mall of America, dude. I think I've only been there twice since I've been here in Minnesota.
I don't want to be insulted while getting guilt glizzies at midnight.
Because all the drunks come in. It's like they used to even have a show on like USA or something.
I was there live. Hell yeah.
I mean, you don't ask for the chocolate milkshake, I'll tell you that, because unless you want to get two boobies in your face and beat up, and they're awful expensive.
I haven't seen the live comedy like shit since I think it was like Norm Macdonald was the last stand-up comedy shit I saw years back. Dude, I was watching some Sam Kinison the other day though. It just happened upon my YouTube. Shit's fucking crazy. Comedy was so different back then.
Yeah, definitely.
He's talking about giving people food where they can't reach. He's like, I'll call him and he's like, why don't you stop growing food in the fucking desert and move to a place where you can grow food? I was like, damn, bro. He went hard, man. Another dude, you remember Andrew Dice Clay? That guy was a dick, right?
Yeah,
Fucking asshole.
he definitely he had his a good run for a few years and made his mark.
There's another one. Yeah, Old Comedy Central. Yeah, that's funny you said that. That's what I was watching. Hell yeah.
I'm going to make some instant Folgers. Oh, speaking of, 1 second here. Or when I bring it up. I don't know if you guys have all seen this one or not, but
dude, I've seen like every episode of Quantum Leap. No shit. Trying to fall asleep watching like a show I thought I'd be bored of, and then I just ended up watching it.
Greg, you're home. I couldn't miss Christmas.
Dude just joined in. The show's funny.
I know how to get them up.
Oh yeah, I started watching it. Need to finish.
Is that Togler's?
Oh my grandma and shit.
Dude, seriously.
Dude, she made me this crochet toker bear.
Take a bottle rips from grandma. That's awesome.
Greg! Merry Christmas, Mom.
Everybody pull out their bongs. Everybody's got a personal. That's sick. Creepy as fuck, Nancy says.
The best way to wake Nancy.
Toplers.
Toklers, bro.
Dude, Nancy's probably like the coolest shit mom. Like, I bet your fucking daughters love smoking with you, Nancy. I'd love to smoke with my mom. She was so uptight.
Yeah, back when I was younger, I used to smoke weed to get stoned. Now I just smoke weed to cope. I feel like.
Do you see the eyes? Dude, my grandma made me this shit. Look at the eyes, dude.
Oh, shit. Fake.
Dude, my grandma's the best.
Yeah.
That's fire. It's like a Care Bear, but like a cool one.
You don't want one? $30.
It's a homemade Care Bear, yes.
Yeah, it's like a stoner bear.
Love bear. That's made, instead of care, that's made with love right there.
Yo, you should make them like tie-dye and shit too. That'd be fire.
Dude, she was learning to crochet, and I found a tutorial. I was like, Grandma, make this for me. She's like, okay.
She's like, that's a cool maple leaf on it.
No, dude. She put it.
That's a cool Japanese
She's
tomato.
been getting really good. Like, she makes like little minions for like birthday parties and stuff like that. Like, my grandma's getting good, dude.
That's awesome.
But yeah, my grandma's awesome, dude.
I was
Oh, yeah,
able to smoke
I grow
with
weed, and she's
my,
like, that's
my grandfather,
pretty good. She's
That's
like,
awesome.
I don't have a green thumb.
my dad.
So good.
My other grandma had a green thumb. Like, my mom's mom grew a bunch of stuff, but this is my dad's mom that made me that. And my dad passed, so me and her are really close. And she's like 75. So she's getting old, but I love her to death. Yes, Super Bob, teach him.
That's cool. Yeah, I think it should be something that you should be able to share with your, you shouldn't have to hide. My daughter is, she supports me, and she brought me cuts, and she loves to come over and help me trim when she has time. But now she's getting more serious in life, and, shit's happening now. So now she doesn't have time for her old dad like she used to. But, she shows excitement about me growing, though.
And
That's awesome, man. Oh, yeah.
And then I got my dad into growing more, and we talk all the time about plants and growing, and he wants to know what's happening in my garden and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Dude, my mom had me super young. So obviously you see the 93. Like, that's my birth year. So my mom had me when she was 17. So
Right.
she's young, and my grandparents are young. And even though my mom was super uptight, like, her dad, like my grandpa, dude, I used to smoke all the time with my grandpa. And I tell Super Bob all the time, like, Super Bob reminds me so much of my grandpa. Like, he would just get stoned and fucking work in his shop, dude. Work on cars, build shit. Like, dude, just put shit together like a puzzle. Like, and it was awesome, man. Like, I was really close to my grandpa.
I remember when I was 18 and I came home to California, and I stayed the weekend or something with my grandparents. And as soon as I got there, my grandpa was like, "You still have friends that live in the area, right?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Here, why don't you go see what you can get? Probably better than what I can get." I was like one of those, you got to go with the younger generation to find the green bud, So just sent me on a little out to the world, or to go score us some weed. Yeah.
Dude, I remember, like, the way that it happened was so funny, dude. Like, my grandpa was driving me to high school one day, and I fucking smelled like, because I smoked before school. And then he started, like, explaining to me about, like, how he grew weed. And then I was, like, really high, right? So I was like, what the fuck is he talking about? And then, like, he was like, yeah, like, my nugs used to be super thick and sticky. And I was like, the fuck, dude? Like, like, dude, I was super fucking stoned. And I was like, what are you? I was like, Grandpa, are you talking about weed? And he was like, yeah. marijuana. And he's like, he used to grow that shit. Like, and he used to be like 6 feet tall and grow it in the fields. And I was like, dude, what the fuck, man? Like, I was like, bro, I was like, this was supposed to be like a no-no thing. You know, like my mom was like super fucking uptight about it. But he was like super serious, man, like about him growing fucking 20 to 40 pounds of fucking shit in the field. Like,
yeah, man, my shit was so sticky, you don't even know. You couldn't even have a little bit in your pocket. It would stink up the town.
Mexican shit.
That's it.
Yeah, and he was like, he used to talk about how like his neighbor would come home like and have a truck full of like fucking plants, and he'd go and fucking help fucking process it and shit. And I was like, man, what the fuck, dude? Like, I was like 16.
Yeah.
That shit was awesome though. Like, my grandpa was amazing. Shout out to those old school fucking growers.
Yeah, that was the year I graduated high school.
What, 93?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm young, but like, I don't know, man. I have an old school soul. Like, I don't feel like I belong here. I really don't. And I don't get along with any of fucking people of my generation. I really don't.
Most of them, maybe not in the 30s, but the younger ones, the 25 to 28, like at work, some of those are like, they don't know what working hard it actually is yet.
No.
To me. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
The work ethic, definitely. No, you're right. There's no work ethic in our generation, for the most part. Nobody wants to work, and if they do, they're attached to their phone or.
It was raining this morning, and I waited like an hour and a half, and then I went in and I got I got a job, and I had to kind of dick around a little bit till it quit raining, but I went and did my job. I needed help. I started making a couple phone calls. Nobody wanted to pick up because it's a rain day. I just went, okay, never mind. I'll work by myself or I'll get somebody else.
Yeah.
It's just funny. They all bitch that they don't get the right amount of hours or something for their insurance, but when I call them, they don't want to answer their phone. Fuck them.
Oh, like to come in? Yeah.
Yeah. It's a rain day. They want to sit at home, or they're going to go to the bar or go do something else, go to the casino or whatever. I don't know.
Dude, I used to work at a casino in the cash ops department, and there was another chick that was like, so I'm 31. She was like 28, 29. Dude, I used to do all the fucking work. Like, I used to so the point of it was like, you need to count fast, right? Like, you have to fucking count the chips. You got to fucking sort the cash and count it accurately and really fast.
Yeah.
And so like, dude, I can't explain exactly like what happened, but there was like, think of like carts of boxes, and there'd be like 50 boxes on each side of a 3-sided fucking cart kind of thing. And like, I don't even know how to explain it. So like, I would do like fucking 2/3 of that fucking cart, and this bitch would like, the way it was is you'd have to count and have somebody come after you and recount your stuff. And there was supposed to always be like 3 people, but we were always short staffed, so it was like 2. Dude, I would count that whole fucking cart, and it wasn't even supposed to be that one person would count that cart, because it was supposed to be both of y'all counting that fucking cart. Like, dude, this bitch was like super slow. And she had she would just want to be talking and taking breaks, like, and going to the bathroom. Like, dude, and I was like, dude, what the fuck? Like, let's get out of here. Like, we were based on how much we would have to count was how long we'd have to be there. So fucking 8 to 10
that's
hours.
almost like people that have their phone on them at work. The only way that you better have your phone on your work is if you're in charge, or if the office would happen to be calling you like on a regular basis or something. If you're not in communication with the office, then your fucking thing better be in your car, in your lunchbox. You don't need.
Yeah, dude. I do a lot of my shit on my phone. Like, I can do all my stuff and take care of shit from it. You know what I mean? Like, if our system went down or whatever, I can cash people out with it and monitor shit and everything. It's pretty cool, actually. You can do a lot from your phone with a business and stuff.
So for his fair share of shit running a factory.
Yeah, dude. Like, there's quite a bit of stuff. Like, even now, I can see how the day's been going. on my day off if I wanted to. You know, I could see what's going on, see if it's going well, not going well.
So when you're
What's
off,
selling?
like, are you like the manager of that place? Like, and when you're off, does
Yeah,
somebody like take over, like the owner or like another
yeah.
manager?
It's the owner and I. I mean, and then we have some employees.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I've just been working 2 or 3 days a week, man. Like just minimal during the summer. For summer events, hanging out, taking it easy. After like there was 3 really busy months, so I just got to chill out after that for a little bit, and you know, make a decent amount of
Are
money
you
in a
like
short period of
busy
time.
around the holidays? Like, or is there just like an influx of people trying to buy weed?
Man, it's so random, and the market is so. It's just it changes so damn much that it's difficult to even try to predict it. Like we've looked at sales from previous years, and it's so erratic every time, and we can kind of assume, oh, we're gonna be busier during the summer, you know. But it hasn't been the case. It's been a really slow summer for whatever reason. Around 420, we rocked it. We did really well. That was like kind of our last big, huge surge, and it's been just
And like the
pretty slow
owner,
since then.
does he grow that weed that y'all sell? Like, does he have a
He
source or
grows
does he
weed.
do that?
He grows. He has a productions license as well, so he can grow there. Yeah, we're growing and stuff, and we usually grow Hindu Kush, like is one of his strains that he
Ooh,
he
yeah.
made the seeds for and whatnot. It's really pretty damn good. He's pretty popular for it, but we've expanded to other strains and different things like that. So we're trying to we're trying to do different stuff there. We don't have a lot of space in production. It's not like a huge like warehouse, It's kind of a smaller, but he's got a full production license to do whatever he wants in there. It's pretty cool.
That is
We're
cool.
just limited to space, like we really are. It's yeah.
That was probably 2000s. Fuck, that was like in the Nextel days, Super Bob. Chirp, chirp.
Beepers. I remember having a pager.
Maybe that was early 2000, what, 5, 4. And Elephant, yeah, I had a mom that I adored, and then I moved out after high school, and I kind of got in trouble, and then she kicked me out, and I went back. It was on and off, but she raised me right too, and but she didn't bitch at me. She was more like she taught me how to like respect stuff, do things in small things, she would give me a joint, but she'd tell me I'd have to stay at home, or she would let me drink wine coolers or beer when I was like a teenager, but I would have to be responsible, and I couldn't get drunk, She just taught me like the right way how to party. She didn't let me be stupid on the streets,
It's kind of like my aunt. My aunt was the one that I started smoking weed with. And then it was my grandpa years later. But at 14, I was smoking with my aunt. And she was like, if you're going to learn to smoke weed, you got to learn to roll it. And she fucking gave me like this brown fucking paper bag and a fucking sack of weed. And I would have to fucking roll joints, dude. Like,
she's like, you better figure it out.
Close it. Like, bro. But now I
better
can
make
roll
this happen. I suck at rolling joints. I can roll them with a roller, but I
so
can't roll joints for
surprised
shit.
here. Like when I go to events or like when I hang out with people here and I'm like, hey, you want to roll a joint? And they're like, I don't know how. I'm like, really, bro? Like without a fucking roller or anything. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I used to use the roller or a dollar bill, but I mean, I can.
Oh yeah, dollar bill.
I got pretty good at hand rolling.
Yeah. They always end up pregnant for me. I always fuck them up. I can roll blunts like a savage, like really good, but not.
Dude, when I didn't have papers and shit, man, I'd use fucking honey and coffee filters. Like back in high school.
Back when I smoked cigarettes, I tried to like just get like a pouch of spirit tobacco and get papers. I'm like, I'm gonna get good at this. And dude, rolling tobacco is not the same as rolling joints. I can roll a cigarette. That's just easy. You know what I mean? It's like for whatever reason, it's different to me. It seems like it's just it doesn't. I don't know. Like stringy tobacco, like it's easy to roll.
Yeah, rather than like chunky fucking.
Yeah, I always had problems with it. I'm like, fuck. They always end up with like a big lump in the middle. You know what I mean? Like a big.
I was calling it
I
the
think-
pregnant
yeah.
lady.
Yep. Prego joints.
That's fine. They usually they like burn the best.
Right. Unless there's like no weed at the end of it, it's just paper.
You get used to, or you can. There's a little technique, but you can get better not pushing it towards the middle like that and getting pregnant joints. Just takes
Usually just not feeling it so much.
But shit, like I just rolled 5 joints since we started talking about joints. You know what I mean?
Oh my god.
Yeah. You know, I got good at this thing.
I mean, I still have a joint roller, right? But I can still without it, I can still roll some good joint.
Right.
Rolling proper.
So I really didn't show anything here. I got some plants I can show a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's see when that starts.
I'm excited for y'all to see like my seed to harvest kind of thing this time.
Oh yeah.
Let's see how big of a mess.
Is that from clone?
Yeah, these are from crop actually.
Oh, is that the super buff? Dude.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude. They look so awesome.
I don't know. I think that when I got them, they were probably about right in here. Well, I'd have to say that at least this top is. They'll probably get a topping here pretty soon. I'll start bushing them out a little bit. Now that I know that the roots are taking off, I'll put these in bigger pots. I only have 4 plants growing right now that he gave me. You can actually see this one's actually got a little bit of a droop. They're a little bit on the light side, but this one is still like right there. Yeah, I was actually right before the show. I was like, yeah, these need to be watered, So yeah, but I just have them in my closet underneath a T5 for right now. I don't have any lights on. There's nothing happening downstairs. Actually, it's all still kind of needs to be cleaned up. There's a big mess down there. I've just been busy and putting it off until I need to use that room down there. So, anyway, these are about the best 2 of them.
Yeah, the leaves look pretty big on the top too.
Oh yeah, can't
wait. You said you're about to top them.
Yeah, top them one more time or so, just to slow them down and put them in a bigger pot. I'm looking to make a sea of green or to use this. I'm just not looking to run this one time and get rid of it, And plus 2, one of these is for family. So I got to get with him. I'm just trying to keep him healthy and get him up potted. And I need to get over there. Just every fucking weekend I've been working and he's busy or I'm busy. So, yeah.
Oh my god, I'm fucking stoned.
Me too.
So how was Black Ops 6? Dude, I fucking turned on my
Xbox. It's fire.
And I was like, update. And I was like, fucking motherfucker. Dude, every time I have to update, I have to delete fucking 2 fucking games. And then update this shit.
Yeah, Call of Duty is like hella big too.
Dude, I know. I was like, what the fuck, bro? And my internet's not that great. I do like 150 megabytes or some shit.
That's more than mine. But you can like also go into it and just download certain files for Call of Duty. You know what I mean? You don't have to download all of it. Like you can take off like shit.
Oh, really?
So
like I can do the Modern Warfare 2 or some shit that I'm never gonna play.
Yeah, you could like if you're never gonna play, like you can take off like chunks of it, like the campaign. If you're not playing that, you can take off like multiplayer for older games. Because now it just installs everything. and it's like 300 and something gigs. It's crazy. I only have like 115, I think, because I took everything off besides 3
Did
in
you
the
hear
beta.
about like the new Xbox that they're like expanding the fucking storage?
Yeah,
Like, fucking, you can only have like
assholes.
6 games on your fucking Xbox at the moment. Dude, because I have like
Bro, it's
Starfield, I play Starfield and Skyrim, and I had that on my fucking storage, and I was like, "Dad, damn it, dude! Like, I have to fucking delete a fucking 100 gig game to download the shit."
ESO or Skyrim. ESO is sick.
No, like I have Elder Scroll Skyrim.
Online.
I did
Elder
have
Scrolls
ESO,
Online.
but I never like truly like deep played that.
Bro, we got into that shit for a minute. Like
for
all my
real?
sons and I. Yeah. Oh, we
That's
got deep into that.
that's the main reason why I originally
Yeah,
built
okay,
this
so
computer was to mod Skyrim.
dude, me and
Yeah,
my
bro.
dude got into
Fun.
Conan. Have you played that Conan game?
No,
No, but my
Dude,
nephew
it's
loves it.
Minecraft for adults. Like you can fucking have a bitch with like giant titties, and like, dude, it's fucking, dude, it's awesome.
Oh, we know a guy named Gamer.
Yeah,
I was
Conan,
watching
like
him
for
play
real, like
Rust.
Conan.
Bro, Gamer is savage. He was going through. He's playing this game. I think it was Rust on PC or Arc, maybe one of the two. But he was going through. It's like a survivor game. He's going through and just fucking these guys' bases up, like just tearing them down, dude, while they're asleep. So they wake up and their shit's gone, dude. Like all the shit that they built from scratch is just gonna be
Rust?
gone. Yeah, Gamer is just fucking people up as they're sitting there getting stoned, bullshitting, talking about playing.
Yeah. That's what I would want to play Ark, dude, but there's some
guy's
people in there,
awesome.
man, like have lifelong, like live their life on that game. Like, you know.
Yeah,
some people
my
live their
son used
life
to
on
play
YouTube.
that shit. He was hardcore into it.
But yeah, dude, and then you go in
Hardcore.
there and they just fucking like rape you.
Yeah, they whoop your ass like right away. You fucking anybody like a T-Rex or some shit. Like what the fuck? No, Black Ops 6 is pretty cool. The movement's crazy. Pretty neat. I rolled joints.
I'm rolling up one more.
I'm letting my cat, dude. Hold on.
Stuffing a cone. I'm not actually rolling a joint. I'm Atari for the win. Breakout. I had original Atari for Christmas.
Oh yeah.
And then I remember also too, my mom had got me a Commodore 64. But she got me only the keyboard, and like she didn't realize that I needed a disk drive. So then we had to go get a disk drive afterwards and something else. But then I had a Commodore 64 for a while. And then I upgraded to the Commodore's 128. I had a computer at an early age, but then there was a few years where I just didn't like keep up with the technology, even though I had a computer way younger.
We didn't get a computer till like Macintosh era, when interwebs first came out. You know what I mean? When 56K was like,
dial up.
Yeah.
AOL online and shit.
Yep. All that, bro. I remember looking up like shit, like looking up codes for games and shit. Trying to like print out like all these like strategy guides. I was a nerd.
How about like when Yahoo was real popular, they used to have Yahoo Chat, and they used to have big chat rooms in there, and like it'd be like this, it'd almost be like doing a live, but you could just hear each other's voice and stuff, and you could meet some cool people in there.
on checkers and shit and fucking chess. Where you'd play against someone and then you'd play against the computer.
Oh, dude, I love that shit. The chess, Yahoo Chess. I used to, yeah, dude. Play the shit and cribbage, also.
I never learned how to play cribbage.
Good night, Bob. Have a good night, brother.
And Atari's the shit, Bob. Atari's awesome.
Sorry, I'm not reading chat.
Television.
Trying to roll.
Y'all ever played Intellivision? Remember that? Yeah. I think it was somewhere in the middle of Atari. It was like their competition, maybe. I don't know. But it came with that really weird, like the controllers were like had this like curly cord, like a phone cord, and it attached to the console. Yeah, ColecoVision. And the television was the next one. I think Coleco was the first one. I don't remember, but they were sick, dude. I loved those things. Those were dope. You would flip in the little cover on the top, and it would show you, like, if you were playing a baseball game, it would have like it's like a telephone, so it had the dial pad or whatever. the 9
Oh.
numbers, and then it would put like a baseball like mount over or whatever. It would show you what buttons to use. Fucking cool. Used to love that shit.
Dude, that retro shit's coming back big time.
Yeah, you can get emulators and shit on your phone even that has like everything on it. It's
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
sick.
Dude, Zombies Ate My Neighbors, bro. That shit was fucking awesome.
Yeah, I remember that.
That was like
You-
my first like game that I was like obsessed with.
I tried to get obsessed with games. I've told this story a couple times. When I had my shoulder surgery, I bought an Xbox. It's sitting right over here. It's unplugged now, but I bought Red Dawn Redemption 2
Red
or
Dead?
whatever. And within the first like 25 or 30 minutes of gameplay, I kept on punching my horse, trying to mount it in the face. And there's too many buttons, and I fucking
like,
turned
"Fuck
it
this."
off. And I went to like a demolition derby game instead, and I could drive
yeah,
around
yeah.
and hit shit.
Dude, Forza, yeah.
But I quit playing like first player games. There's too many buttons, and I gave up.
Dude,
I never
PlayStation
even
used to
played,
have.
but the first hour of that game, I can't believe that.
They had a game back in the day called Twisted Metal. I can't believe they had. And maybe I'm tripping because I just haven't got a PlayStation for a long time. But I'm pretty sure those games they haven't made any new ones. They made a
No.
TV show that was pretty fucking cool. I
Twisted
thought
Huh?
Twisted
I feel
Metal.
like that was
Yeah,
on the original Xbox too, wasn't that?
it was old PlayStation 1 and 2 back in the day. It was pretty cool though. It was fun. Fun.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. I'm kind of a gamer. I mean, I don't like game a lot, but
I
often
used to play
I would say
games.
like a couple times. But I got into
I like
like
this.
the Assassin's Creed shit real bad. So like that's what I would play. So I play like
The pirate ships. What was that one called? Black Sails or
Black
Black?
Flag is my favorite.
That's an insane game. I mean, that's a crazy game, bro. That game
Dude,
is
it's
sick as
fun
fuck.
as fuck. And they
I
try
could
to
play
do
that over
the
and over.
Skull and Bones, but people are saying it's just not good.
No, it's good.
But yeah, Black Flag was amazing.
Yeah, I get this one. I had fun with it.
But yeah, I like the old school stuff. Like I do the Pac-Man and Super Mario. My son loves Super Mario and plays like the
Oh
New
yeah,
Zealand and the old Super Mario Paper World and all that shit.
all the stuff on the Switch is pretty sick too.
Yeah, dude. He fucking obsessed with that Switch, man.
Yeah, my son has one of those. I never understood what the whole thing is with the Switch. I still have never.
It's pretty neat. You can like hook it up to your TV set and use it as a console or like a handheld. They
Okay.
kind of nailed that. It's kind of neat. I bought one and then played like the Mario game that I can't remember which one I got with it. It was really fun. I played it all the way through and then I gave it to my son. I was like, here, you can have it. I'm done with this. I have done everything I can do on this thing with
Dude, I
one
also played
game.
Luigi's Mansion, and I'm not like one for Luigi's Mansion, but I liked it. That new one, it was cool.
Oh yeah, I think my oldest got that too. My sons have the Switch.
Yeah, I like
They love
fucking
it.
Spyro and shit, man. Like, that's the shit I play. And Pac-Man, and old school like the Pac fucking world,
Oh yeah,
where it's 3D and stuff. Like that's what I have to play.
dude. There used to be an '80s Pac-Man cartoon. I used to watch.
Oh,
that
dude,
as a
I've
kid.
seen it. That's cute.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah,
And
me and my
Mr.
sister would fight
Pac-Man.
over Saturday morning cartoons. Bro, Saturday morning cartoons.
Man,
That shit was
Yeah.
fire.
and Power Rangers and shit.
Just before I'd have to. What are some of the? What
Fucking
were some of the?
Transformers, He-Man,
Yeah, Transformers, He-Man,
G.I. Joes.
Thundercats, G.I. Joe.
motherfucking Thundercats, bro. Motherfucking bro. That was like the best show. when I was a kid. My mom would piss me off and get in front of the TV set, and she would do like the Thundercat thing. I'd be like, "Mom, you're sucking my day the whole day up." Like, get out of the way. That shit was fire, bro. I love that show.
Dude, how fucking crazy was it? We only had like channels, and we're like, you could only have like even before satellite, like just channels. You only had like
Yeah.
channel 3 and 4 for me.
13. Yep. Just a few.
Yeah.
And now, like, I don't know, man. My son watches so much shit on fucking Tubi and Netflix and all the shit now, man. Like, there's no dedicated show anymore. Like, there's like you can just fucking jump to whatever. Like, we used to I remember running to the bathroom and fucking commercial breaks.
To me, that's the best thing about YouTube is that I can watch whatever interest I want to watch. Yeah. You know, and I get to choose the
we would have our whole day around that schedule.
Yeah, but it was the programming that they brought you, and you had to tune in at a certain time. Now you can you can get the media whenever you want it. You know.
Yep.
That's
true.
Whatever. It's weird now too. Like Google is used so different. Like I mean, so back in the day, I mean, you would have an argument or a debate about something where we're trying to prove a fact. Now people are. I listen to my kids do it all the time. They're just like, Google it. Fuck you. Google it. You know what I mean? Let's see who's right. And I'm just sitting here laughing. They're like, what's funny, Dad? I'm like, well, I mean, just because Google says you're correct doesn't actually necessarily mean you're
just
correct.
Googling what Google wants you to know.
Yeah. Well, like, yeah, it's the top search result, but I'm like, what happens if we don't have Google? How are you guys gonna resolve your arguments?
Wikipedia.
Have you seen those fucking videos of them burning like college books and just massive fucking piles of books, dude? Why? It's terrible.
Right.
That's how history's lost, man. They just burn the fucking shit and then like, oh, this is your new fucking material now that you get to source from.
Yeah, this is what you learn from here on out.
Well, but that's also who you learn from is your elders. I live in New Zealand growing up and had 3 channels on TV. Wow.
Yeah.
Cheers,
that's not
Sam.
very much choice. Let me give you a wrench 1 second.
Sam's like, you guys don't know the what's up. I had 3 channels.
But yeah, that's the thing too. That's why people tout like misinformation so much, because there's just so much information out there, and everyone has, opinions and stuff. And I think nowadays people place opinions with fact. And I mean, I don't know, man.
It's melded together, everything.
Yeah. Like, I mean, facts, your opinion should be based off facts, not the other way around. But
you mean at midnight you would see this on your screen?
Or the rainbow screen, as I would say, the rainbow fucking screen.
Lines.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
This one's also another retro one of those. Yeah. Ta-da.
Please stand by. Fallout. The rainbow, yeah. I remember the rainbow.
Some of the colors are like misplaced.
Dude, that would be an awesome shirt right there. How is New Zealand now, Sam? Is it better post-COVID?
And then later soft porn started, huh? That was only on Skinflix, like after 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock at night. Cineflix or Cinemax.
Oh yeah, I rolled a joint. Oh yeah, I rolled 5.
You rolled 6, I thought.
No, I smoked one of them.
Okay.
Well, technically, yes, I did roll 6, but then now there's 5. So do we 4.
Yeah, almost the last joint of the night, and then we can call it a. We'll have to call it a night here in about 10 minutes. We'll smoke another joint, hang out. Maybe if we lost some of our audience, or there's still 28 of us here bullshitting, hanging out, chatting. I do appreciate you all coming out on Friday night, hanging out, smoking, just chit chatting with us.
Bullshitting.
How did
Dude.
how did ICAP come in and type in private message? I didn't even see him.
What?
Yeah, it says there was a whole nother. Oh, it was at 9:07.
Oh, that was when you went away for a minute. Yeah, they just came in and said that and left. Oh, I thought you booted them. Actually, they just came in and said that and dipped.
Yeah. They just tried to come in as a different person. Yeah. Well. Hopefully, I got Monday is a parade and barbecue. So,
Oh shit!
Yeah. Yep. We usually do the Labor Day parade. We walk through downtown, pass out candy, and then afterwards we go to the park and drink a couple beers, eat some hot dogs, some hamburgers, and play some games. And I don't know. I think I've gone for like the last 12 years or 13 years, so it's more of a tradition now.
Oh yeah.
Hey, what's up, ADHD? It's a long time. What's up?
What's up, brother? So
Cheers.
funny.
ADHD. Good night, Pony Farmer.
Appreciate you.
Good to see you, brother.
All right, guys. I'm probably gonna get off here and see if the fights are still on.
Okay,
Oh,
appreciate you too for coming up, hanging out, chit-chatting
sure.
for the night.
I'll be doing weekly updates for those Lupos and my girl that I got.
Appreciate you. Oh yeah.
Yeah, thanks for letting me up, guys. Y'all have a good night.
Yep, you too.
See you later.
too.
See you on the
Have a good
next
one.
one.
Yep.
So what's good, ADHD? Hopefully you're doing all great in your new path on life, and hopefully you're still able to rock the food truck on the weekends. Either that or maybe you sell that and move on to something different. But hopefully you don't give up that passion for maybe cooking some food every once in a while.
Yeah, I'm down, brother.
What's up, Koski?
Discord and Call of Duty at the same time. I'm with it. Dude, my old phone seems to have a better picture on it than my new phone does. It's more vibrant. Kind of funny. But the microphone sucks on it so bad. So bad.
I wish that I honestly had a bigger monitor to do everything on. It'd be way better, but I deal with having a dual monitor system now.
Oh, you're running dualies? I like that. That's pretty dope to do too, though. It's kind of cool.
Well, I almost have to be able to set up a clip or to run the show on StreamYard and have YouTube open to be able to monitor chat over there, to be able to hand out wrenches or however that goes, because you can't do that obviously through StreamYard.
Yeah, I run 2 phones.
Ooh,
basically, it's rough.
I'm still doing it all: restaurant, trailer, and consulting.
That's
Wow,
amazing.
busy
You
man.
see.
Busy man. Yeah.
Battery power low on my ear. Okay. Switching ear set.
Oh. Well, definitely I appreciate y'all for stopping by tonight on a Friday night. Stop by Happy's on Tuesday. That'll be where the next show will be. Happy will do next week's shows, and then I'll do kind of switch off, take turns by the week now. So definitely thanks for coming out on this Friday night again. Appreciate y'all, and we'll see you on the next one.
Have a good night, y'all. Have a happy weekend.